Let me talk to you. I don't wanna fight, I don't wanna argue. If we acknowledge the problem, then maybe we can solve it, babe. You ain't gotta speak, oh no, please don't bother. The pain too deep between you and me, don't let it go no farther. I respect you like my mother, you love me like your father. We barely knew our parents, so that made our job much harder. By the blind, we both was brought up, no love is what they taught us. We reciprocate the hate we learned, and somehow they still fought us. All we needed was some tender love and care. A crowded room, don't be confused, ain't none there. Yeah. Say all we needed was some tender love and care. They want you around, but you feel love when you not there. Oh, it ain't fair, you see. I promise I would never push you, never hit you. I will only love you. Promise that I got the tat and prove it, there can never be another. Promise that I got your back and we would never let each other struggle. I honor that you got my back, cause you the brain and baby I'm the muscle, so I trust you. That's why I love you. You keep the devil beneath your feet, but God above you. Babe, that's why I trust you. That's why I love you. You keep the devil beneath your feet, but God above you. They call us the power couple. Shout out to others who left some things along the way, but not each other. Hey, my power couple, straight from the struggle. They lost some things along the way, but not each other. They call them. You can put the house in your name, I can put the lights in my name. You can put the gas in your name, put the layaway in my name. I can put the car in your name, put the cable in my name. I pay it off with my change, never wanna hear you complain. Yeah, now I respect you like my sister, you trust me like your brother. Our friends have separated, but we still ain't left each other. They talk down because they jealous, move on is what they tell us. When the love is strong, get in your bone, it's known to be rebellious. All we needed was some tender love and care. You call on family, for some ain't none there. Yeah. Say all we needed was some tender love and care. You got that love, it's best you keep it, cause it's real. It ain't fair, you see. I promise I would never push you, never hit you, never did respect you. Promise that it's ever drama, I'm the one that's coming to protect you. Promise that I got your back, and if you ever feeling any pressure, I honor that you got my back, cause we unstoppable when we together, so I trust you. That's why I love you. You keep the devil beneath your feet, but God above you. Babe, that's why I trust you. That's why I love you. You keep the devil beneath your feet, but God above you. They call us the power couple. Shout out to others who left some things along the way, but not each other. Hey, my power couple, straight from the struggle. They left some things along the way, but not each other. They call us the power. You can put the house in your name, I can put the lights in my name. You can put the gas in your name, put the layaway in my name. I can put the car in your name, put the cable in my name. I pay it off with my change, never wanna hear you complain. Family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. Nah. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin, that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. They talking, you listen, that's family. They don't tell your business, that's family. They calling your phone, coming looking for you. They say that you missing, that's family. They don't need permission, that's family. When you hurt, they can feel it, that's family. Let them come while you're cheering, that's family. Let them come when you living, that's family. Family all around me. Hey, family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Hey, family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. he my family, she my family, we all family. Hey, ain't nobody fighting around here, ain't nobody shooting around here. Everybody that's around here family. All love, no hate, be clear. No shade, all love, be real. You love me, you should know how it feel. Tired of all these badass kids, tired of paying all these bills. Family going through the same thing, so they know exactly how you feel. They supply a shoulder I can cry, I provide a place where they can heal. Leave my money out, they don't steal. Let them have it if it's for a bill. Soldier for me when they in the field. Only way I live, family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We all family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We all family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin, that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. Family all around me.
I'm tired. I've been on this plantation all my life. I've been enslaved all my life. I'm tired of being pushed and pulled. I'm tired of the master doing his bidding. I want to leave.
You done this to yourself, Pats.
You know why we not afraid? What? He's great in turban. Turban's destruction. Y'all think it come back in all peace? You got another thing coming. So we out here fighting for our brother. We ain't marching saying yes we can. No justice, no peace. Go! Fight for your sons and your daughters.
I'm not wrapped too tight. Got 400 years on my back. I'm angry dog. I'm black like that. Won't contact with you whites. And all the niggas I stand here with, they share my same sentiment. I'm fucked up tonight. Won't kill my brothers no more. Want all the smoke. Motherfucker popo. This is my battle cry. Isaiah 14:21, that ancient version of that gun that they stole our name, they stole our shit. We real Judites, motherfucker Jewish. We lords, generals, arm your soldiers. We fight tonight like we supposed to. They inherited lies. I'm referring to all whites. I'm referring to riches, white privilege, given through genocide. And they gotta pay for that. God say Jacob gon' take it back. I cry aloud, I spare not. This good bread, my sharecrop. This lily grew through concrete. We march to our own drum beat. We the chosen. No inclination to kick it with y'all. Raise Babylon to the ground, then watch it fall. Obadiah said you'll be wiped up for theft. These are just words, worry about what come next. It's for Negroes, Latinos, we better than all, not equal. My natives no red dot that feather. Me primo be smooth like that leather. Until it's time to bring the war dogs out, put the headdress on. War paint and I'm not wrapped too tight. Got 400 years on my back. I'm angry dog, I'm black like that. Won't contact with you whites. And all the niggas I stand here with, they share my same sentiment. I'm fucked up tonight. Won't kill my brothers no more. Want all the smoke, motherfucker popo. This is my battle cry. I got the spirit of grandfathers past. front porch sitters, Nat Turner dangerous. A real life illustration of angry and that painting of Malcolm staring out the window with patience. One hand on the curtain, right hand on the AK spits. 47 rounds, all to bring down Satan. Same way Abel was killed by Cain. This will be an introduction from the fuck shit into the fire. Probably join the list of artists who died before they retired. Most High said I'm hired. Sire will never spit a line aimed at my kind, less meant to uplift. Toughness will be redefined in my rhymes. A squad of men with the spirit of God, with an affinity to point their weapons not at the brethren but at the enemy. Khaki colored kids, baptized in the flames of combat fashioned. In the trap we escaped, our fate was to be great and noble. Moses reincarnate, so be hopeful and know I bring word from A and O to Pharaoh and white folk, let my people go, cause it's my battle cry.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Most High bless, Most High bless. Waiting on our dear brother Sham. I'm still stuck out of town, so the link is in the room. And when Sham come back, he's going to bring people on because we want to have an open conversation about this. I don't know. Whoever agree, I just want to have him come on here because I'm not going to challenge. I just want to hear the reasoning. They agree with our dear brother Maharawchaa and Sarnetta and his wife Nepal that the Bible condones rape and that we can rape in war. We can rape women, right? So we'll have a conversation on it. So just give me a second. I'm gonna see what's up with Sham. Most High bless everybody. I can't see who's in the chat. So Most High bless everybody. Just give us a few minutes, please. Oh yeah, while we waiting, let me say this. Man, I'm glad the Most High is blessing a lot of us to speak some knowledge because we don't have all knowledge. And we all learn from one another. Certain words in Israel I have never heard before in the Hebrew by many different brothers and sisters, right? And many different breakdowns that were factual that we never heard before. And I don't know if it was 2018, 19, or 20, whatever it was. We was at Sham residence or his home, and he broke down that rape doctrine. He broke down that rape doctrine. It was myself, him, and our dear brother Nah. There's another brother, I can't remember his name. And Sham and I, but it was more Sham, like 90%. I brought out my scriptures and certain definitions, but it was majority Sham who broke down that rape doctrine. I think it was 2020 or maybe 19, I'm not sure, because Nepal was going around saying lay hold and force.
This was way before her.
And
she wasn't even around when I broke that down. This
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me, Qanath?
You sound real low to me for whatever reason.
Hold on. Shalom, Most High bless everybody. Tonight is an open platform, open discussion. Anybody want to come on and build on a topic, you're more than welcome to hit the link. This video is not to attack Elder Maharawchaa, but he sided with Sarnetta in the PAR. And we want to know what's the thoughts of other brothers and sisters, because we was mentioned last night on another channel being talked about on this doctrine of devils. And I challenge Elder Tahar. He the cause of all this doctrine of devils in Israel, because he started this lie. And how I discovered it, I was reading in the Josephus here. I was reading out of this Josephus on a regular. And what happened was I came across the precept right here on page 141. This is how it all started. When I was studying the breakdown. And when you get to the part 23 in the Josephus, it says, let the Hebrews marry at the age fit for the virgins that are free and born of good parents, and let he that does not marry a virgin, let him not corrupt another man's wife. So basically, all this is to pretty much a breakdown of Deuteronomy and Exodus together in the Josephus. This is how the Most High showed me this, because I was just reading in this book, reading the history of Israel, because I was learning history during this time in the antiquity of the Jews. And the scripture.
Hey, Shane, let me give me 60 seconds.
Yeah, go ahead. What I want to do, Qanath, I'm gonna take a picture of this and send it to your messenger, and I'm gonna put it on screen so everybody can see it, where I discovered this first, so y'all can all see what I'm talking about. I discovered this in Josephus. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, so I never. Hey, Shane, what's that Hebrew word for force? They were using Lebanite Safas.
The posh.
The posh, and what was the other word?
I think Kazakh is the word for force in Hebrew.
No, but it was another word too. Anyway, I can't remember how to go, but Shawshank remember.
Say lay hold.
Yeah.
Right. That's the posh.
Right. Okay. And we went into it. I'll never forget the line that I said, and people teased me on it when I was talking about seduce and person don't have no game, because Shawshank word about being seduced. And I was like, yeah, that person had no game, and blah blah blah. And it was showing what it means in the book of Deuteronomy. I think it's 22nd chapter.
Mm-hmm.
And these words and how he broke it down in the precept. Understand this. This doctrine was not new, right? It was new to us when Tahar came into, started breaking it down years ago. And nobody, not one Israelite, Old Testament, New Testament, or Christian will come up into, couldn't challenge him. We even had Polite and Sarnetta went up to GMS, and he was like, yeah, we're going to rape him. GMS teaching to say, we're going to rape him. We're going to have concubines. We're going to have even young in the kingdom, and we're going to rape him. People are going to like it and they always, and all the Israelites, every single Israelite damn near I know, all of them was saying in the book of Deuteronomy, right, to justify, because they think it's race mixing, and that's another topic. You could have a woman in war because you could take the spoils and rape them. They use that same verse. Not one person came out and bought. I mean, I ain't gonna say not one, because I just didn't see it. Put it that way. I just didn't see it. But I know we made heavy noise on that, and we had a lot of people called us and agreed, and then flip flop, and then thousands of people watched this video, right? Because we did more than part. We did part 1 or 2, whatever. How many parts we did? But I witnessed something the other day, and I'm not gonna mention no channel, no names, anything. I never seen somebody or people, and I commend, because we all learn from one another, but plagiarize and use every precept in the same order, in the same words, back to back to back to back, the same. I'm like, oh, this seemed like the class we did. And I look, I'm like, it's every
Damn near the whole breakdown I did.
The whole goddamn breakdown. And then a certain people or person, right, getting heavy praise. And I'm like, damn, he ain't gonna say what they got. But I will say one person said, gave Shawshank some credit in the comment section. But I'll just leave it there because when it's not about vainglory or anything, I just find it's the same thing with we was talking about Israelites being in Africa. And check this out. We was proud to say we wasn't the first one who said that. Right? We wasn't the first one who said that. They had somebody called Watchman, what they call him, Watchman and who?
Deborah and Israel.
Right. And Yehuda was teaching this for a while. But we ain't learned that from Yehuda or their husband and wife tent, right? And much respect to them. But when we found out, we said, you know what, wow, that's beautiful. They had the guts to do it. And then we went against the One West teacher. Even when you look at the Christians, they don't have no answer for it. If you Google it, right, they saying it is rape. But he went in there and broke this down years ago. Then they tried to come use this verse, right? And I told Shasham about this verse years ago about who people think it is, right? So, but I just think sometimes, man, some people should give people credit where credit is due, and that's to the Most High. But don't take the glory like you did it. Even if you did do it, still get the glory to the Father, man. Still get a glory to the Father. And I give everything that I see as truth to the Father. Yehuda broke down that 144,000, showing it was the children that was pure, right, and that were virgins. And these guys still talking about we going out looking for 144,000. There's nobody out here like that right now. Those were the ones that go look at the breakdown, right? So, I just got upset about it. Shawshank said, Qanath, don't say nothing because, let's go show the Most High using us and people learn from us and we learn from them. I said, you're right. But, I know how hard that brother studied and how hard I studied when we sat up there and done that class for damn near 5 hours. And we had all kind of books. We would go over into Hebrew and we would, man, hours among hours, and we had to break it down to like a 4 or 5 hour video. And that's a fact. And it's part 1 and 2. And it was so bad that it scared Nepal away. And then when she was debating some people the other night, she didn't even know anything about the word. GMS even said, the precept to that was Exodus 16, what it was, 16 or something, 23 and 16 or 15.
20,
and
it's 20 and 16.
Yeah, and he heard IUIC use it. And he was like, yeah, Shane, you can go, when I'm land me back into where you about to go. GMS said, they got that from F.O.P.E, that precept. Just like nobody knew the precept of Hosea 7:8. Right. But go ahead, I'll just go ahead. Then we'll get on. Hopefully somebody will come on here and defend it.
We was the first to break it down. I did a video called "Can You Rape in the Torah?" And I'm the one that showed everybody the word meant seduce. It's in the Hebrew dictionary right here. It's in this book. I'm the one that showed everybody. That's the oldest Hebrew dictionary you could get from the 1800s. And when you read about Joseph and I think the Pharaoh's wife or whatever, that's seduction there. And it's all through the Bible, y'all, like where they use that word at. But I don't get how, like, they just stuck on the blue letter. So what I'm trying to do is I'm gonna get another screenshot of this Qanath because I want a clear picture of it so they can see it, and I'm gonna upload it because I was trying to look for the one I already had. I want y'all to get a clear look at this because the issue, y'all, is that the problem with the One West teachings is that they only using what you would call they only using the blue letter. The blue letter is just a modern Hebrew website. You got to use the oldest references. And this was already written in the 1800s that this word also means seduce, which is seductions. And that's the problem why you can't use a modern definition.
And nobody ever said that. Nobody ever. I'm sorry, Shan. Nobody ever said seduction and all that. First time I ever heard that was from you or any Israelite group or even Christian on that terminology, man.
Nobody knew what it was.
In our circle. Not saying it never happened before. We don't know because obviously somebody wrote it down there, But in the Israelite community or in the country community, nobody never said that. But go ahead, Doc. My bad.
No, you're right. Nobody never said that was seduction. The Lord showed me that was seduction, and I kept expounding on it to find it. So,
when we done, please put the video if you can. If not, then y'all just gotta look it up.
I know.
Show the video that we done years ago on the same damn verse and topic.
Okay.
Hey, Salakia, Elder Qanath and Sharsham, I just wanted to say really quick, before I really knew about F.O.P.E, I remember coming across your video years ago, Sharsham. I didn't want to type it in the chat, but I remember coming across your video years ago where you broke down how they was teaching that wrong and that the Most High does not condone rape. I remember that video literally.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still on my YouTube channel, but I'm gonna see can I find it real quick.
It's on one of our channels, and I'm not mad because it wasn't true to come out. I just never seen somebody use the same verse. I mean, it wasn't like use one verse and then you bring out your own 4 or 5 verses, then go back use other verses you got it from. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, line upon line. I was like, well, damn. I mean, everything, and then it was some of the same words that in our sentences that was being used. I'm sorry, I've never seen it. It's like somebody copied a song. It hurts a little bit because it's like, we're glad people teach, but damn, no credit.
I found it already. It's still up here, and I re-uploaded the Civil War. Here it is, right here. Here you go. See, Sharsham, can you rape in the Torah? Throwback. This is the throwback one, and this is from 2 years ago. You see what I'm saying? This is the first time we did it right here.
Yeah, that's a throwback. So how old? And the throwback is 2 years ago.
No, that's 2 years ago on this channel.
Exactly.
Older on the main channel because I took it from off there and put it on here. But this is when we first started breaking it down. When we didn't have like the little screen, I think we was trying to mirror it. Like, let me show you. Right here.
Yeah. Yeah, we had to get up and do it like that.
Yeah, and we were showing the word, and I was showing the Hebrew word "anah"
to outrage.
So that's how we was doing it then.
Go ahead, let them hear you say it, brother, please.
Form. Read on. Based on
keywords to look up and tell.
Now this is before I found out the Hebrew word, the parchment seduce also, but I was bringing out the Hebrew word ainas, which is rape and
outraged woman of an accident unavoidably prevented.
Hold on.
By force.
So see this it right here. This is the Hebrew word ainas.
Let's hear you say it.
You see it right there where it says violent men. This is the Hebrew word for rape, family. See, take by force, snatch. See what I say right there? And they violent men go and rob him.
And the female woman that was playing the role of, I don't know, man. This about you can rape. She ain't never heard them words and tried to go against
Rob, now. It means
he forced them, made them managers of public charities to distrain. Since
hold on. I'm gonna go. This is the actual Hebrew word for rape. Where is it?
I mean, it was like singing a song. I was like, dang.
That is right there. See?
And people say, oh, that certain people really done it, or a certain person really done it. Wow.
It is.
See, the Hebrew word for rape right there is ainas.
And that's a throwback video that was 2 years ago. So it was done before then.
Ainas. That's the Hebrew word for rape. That's the actual word for rape in Hebrew. It's ainas, which is force, to seize, to ravish, to be a violent man. You say?
Can we hear you read it, or who the brother was reading for us?
Yeah, hold on.
Nas, which is rape. Here you have it right here. Now you can read it. You can start right over here.
As to bend, force.
To bend, force. See that? There your force is for the Hebrew word rape. Force is right there. Read.
To do violence.
To do violence. See that? A man commit a violent act when he rape a woman.
Now, see, y'all understand now? That's the Hebrew word for rape. It's to force, to bend, to do violence to somebody. And that's why the scripture says it's like when you go 2 verses up, when it's like when a man rises up against his neighbor to kill somebody. That's how it is when you raping somebody, when you forcing somebody, when you doing a violent act. That's why they was put to death. See what I'm saying? But they don't know that because they don't even know the Hebrew word "inas" is raping in the Bible. I mean,
You know what I'm saying? When you did that, right? We went into that. Nobody in our community was saying it. Nobody came and challenged them on none of it. And even when the people that was challenging us, they saw it. They backed off the whole topic.
Yeah, because none of them could not. The problem was none of them didn't know or
They couldn't defute it.
And
they all ran from it.
To debunk
even the Pa.
No,
the one that's really trying to get it going again. All of them ran from it. You had the conscious community actually challenging them.
No, Qanath, Nepal wasn't around during that time. She
wasn't. Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying when she came around, and started talking about it.
Oh, right, yeah, that was different. Right, I'm talking about during a time when we was challenging Elder Tahar.
Right.
We was challenging Tahar. Hold on, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to find a video where I was actually challenging Elder Tahar, and I had that video out there. Let me see, can I find that video? When I was like, I challenged all GMS on the whole rape doctrine. That was some years ago. Hopefully it should still be up. But let me see, can I find that video? Because see, remember they got mad at me, Qanath, when I did that. And I was telling them that they wrong. And then Elder Babash made that video and he was like, yeah, Sham got some questions for you to hold about, rape doctrine. He just wants you to answer the questions. And remember they came up on DC.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Can I tell that story, Shay? I'm good at it.
Go ahead.
Now, Bakwash, Sabak, and a few others came down to see us to teach on 14th Street down in Washington, D.C. And GMS approached, right? Way back then they was doing that. And approached on the rape doctrine. Man, I wish we could find the damn video, right? Way back then. And he brought the words out. And he also brought about, like, a certain brother brought out about, well, the word force and all that is about them on the mountain, or did they rape the child? I mean, line upon line.
Oh, well, when it says lay hold on the child and take him to the city, and he should be stoned. That's the same word, the Posh there. Even I brought it out when he was touched in the temple, and that was years ago. I showed the same word, the Posh, when it says, and he laid hold of him in the temple, and I was like, did he get raped? He laid hold of a man. This a man laid hold.
And it was the same argument of night. Now maybe the Most High done the same thing, So if they done it on a certain person that on their own, then forgive me. But I ain't never seen nothing line upon line, and then using the same words and doing the same everything. Like what you gonna say? Everything.
Yeah, this breakdown was years ago.
But anybody that believe in that is welcome to come on and we'll be quiet and please explain it. But they doing exactly what they doing before, running. But they will go onto other people's channels, right? Or seduce brothers who lost the oil into believing that and proud to say, I was there at that moment when it was broke down to me. I was there. Remember that. I was there when it all came about. And a lot of times, and I'm praying for my brother because I truly believe that something is going on there, and we all need to pray for our dear brother Maharawchaa. I'm not planning to try to make no joke video or anything, but the Most High ain't going to say you can go out there and just, brother, you talking about God Almighty. I'm not saying rape don't exist or anything, right? But you missed the part about relieve the captivity. You're going to put something back on it. I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm getting pissed, man. Go ahead, I'll do your thing.
Now hold on a second, Qanath. I'm trying to find a video. Go ahead, say something. I'm looking, and I can't see the screen.
Yeah, I'm just trying to hold together, man, because I'm messed up about people actually believe this, and then it got destroyed years ago, and the same people that we showed, which was Maharawchaa, he was like, yeah, they broke that down. He was giving you credit on it. Remember? We got videos of that, him giving you credit on breaking that down, and we was giving him credit on some about Kissing Cousins, a video he did. And then to come back and agree? that just blew me, man. It hurt, bro. I mean, it just really, the scripture says a great falling, man. Wait, and that's what it seemed like, because I don't know, I've never seen this before, man. I just never seen anything like this before. And every Israelite and Christian looking like, wow. And if my dear brother listening, I want you to hear what you said. When he said, after the woman does all this, right, then you can lie with her. It didn't say rape. And the person that made you say rape, my dear brother, was Qanath. He said, well, he said you can rape then.
I got it right here.
Please play it. I don't know which one it is.
No, this video is actually from 7 years ago when I did the breakdown.
7, y'all hear that, brothers and sisters? 7 years ago. But people think I guess they think the people that came out with that not gonna remember. And you take line upon line, verse, everything.
Actually,
everything.
Let me see something. It might have been 8 for real, because I don't know exactly what day. No, it says July. Yeah, so this I did this breakdown in 2015. 2015, family. I did this breakdown, and I got this video here that says Shasham GMS, no answers to my questions. This was the video that I was asking Elder Tahar. The video is 20 minutes long, but I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm going to show the part where I said, and I'm going to show you that the word means seduce.
But hold on, Sham. Yeah, but it's actually older because we already done the class on that.
No, this was after the class. I was breaking out.
That's what I'm saying. We done the class before this video.
So it probably is 8 years old then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
It is about 8 years old. Then I broke it down.
And the video we done was hours long, and we did, I think, a part 1 and 2. Then you start going around asking questions. But go ahead.
Hold on. Here we go, right here, family. This is the video right here. See, Shasham, JMS, no answers to my questions.
Play it, please play
it. I will never get an answer back for that. So, like I said, y'all brothers can talk all y'all want to talk, brother. You ain't ready.
Go ahead and play the video, Shan. And the line is open. Anybody can come on that agree or disagree, and I'll be quiet.
Now, here's a Hebrew dictionary. There's the word tafas. Okay. Here's all the definition for it. Like I said, I'm not even going to show that yet. I'll wait for y'all response. Because, like I said, I know y'all ain't going to respond. Because you ain't got nothing. You're talking about a Hebrew, a damn Jewish encyclopedia, man. You guys are very funny, man. As I said before, step your game up. And with that, I want to give all praise for handle. Lottery model of Torah that I showed y'all tonight, right? We're going to deal with this because they won't answer this. This is out the Jewish study tonight, right? Here's the verse right here. If a man comes upon a virgin who is engaged in her, and he sees her and lies. Well, now, right?
Excuse me?
Can you hear that video playing?
I hear it loud and clear.
All right. Lies with her, and they be discovered. The man who lied with her shall pay the girl's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he had violated her. He can never have the right to divorce. Now let's go down here in the commentary. 28 and 29. Once again, like I said, it wasn't rape. The seizure and rape of a virgin who is not engaged, the enforcement marriage in the prohibition of the divorce corresponds to Middle Assyrian law. The law also follows the lottery model of Exodus 22, 16, and 17, which
Wait a minute. See, is that not the verse we heard a lot the other night?
Yeah, that's the precept. And like I said, I found that out of the Josephus. That's how I got the precept.
And they was teaching that daggone rape doctrine for years. And we was like, man, and I would always challenge Shane, man, nah, brother, go find a Hebrew, go do it. Certain things. You know, I challenged him the other day on something that I was I want to bring up. I said I want clarity on it. And as we was doing live yesterday, he said, damn, Qanath, you're right, I found it.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead, let it play.
Sexual intercourse with, but not force of rape. Virgins who is engaged. The conflict of the two different models makes unclear whether or not this law refers to consensual intercourse. Sees her. The Hebrew word differs from that in verse 25, where force is clearly intended. Here it may simply mean simply hold or handle. Hold or handle. Hold or handle. That's the Hebrew. That's in verse 28. So how is she raped if it simply means hold or handle? I will never get an answer back for that.
Hey Shane,
so like
you know what? Can we find the video? Can we find the video? When we was on the street teaching it, when you was reading out for Bakwash. Remember that video?
Yeah, let me see. Can I find it?
Yeah, while he's finding it, same thing happened on the street when GMS approached us, and the brother went into showing the same word, and it don't mean rape there, and he showed it in Isaiah. It just all over, man. And I don't know. And this is why I was telling damn right, me and Shasham told Naphtali, you know, you got to worry about if you're doing certain things, studies and everything, and you're going to write a book on it, you know, you need to keep that to yourself, you know, because that's something for your family, your children, you know, you just never know. Some things may not be a hit until well after you're gone or 10 years from now, you know what I mean? And in your book sale. You know, because sometimes knowledge some people's not ready for it because a lot of it is always sitting right in our face, you know. And that's why the scriptures say, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, not unto no damn man. And that's why a lot of people can't elevate because they still sitting in the old school of thought. And like Naphtali say, not the new school of thought, or not for our people edification, right? But only for your own pride, right? And glory. It's not about edifying. And a lot of times it's not even about the damn information. It's about glory and filthy lucre. You know, so I don't know, man. I see a lot of things like Black Jesus came on and said the other day, he said, man, I gotta admit, I learned a lot from y'all. You know, and I said, bro, we learn stuff from you too. All of us learn from one another, you know. And what bothers me when people won't give an ear to one another, man. Won't give an ear. And like Sham, you said something, man, the other night, brother. You said them elders need to be retaught. But the scriptures say, you know, a lot of us need to be retaught again. But the scriptures also say you can't pour new wine in the old bottles. Right. Some of them is not gonna listen, you know. And then my dear brother Maharawchaa said, you know, he showed me a video where he said he changed his mind. Well, I hope he do. I hope he changed his mind again, because this right here, man, this lying on the Most High all the way. I mean, you saying God said this. You know, it's not like, you know, it's something else. Or, you know, I don't know. I mean, Yahweh said this, man. I don't know. I don't get it. You know, and a lot of times people want to speak because instead of admitting you don't know, you just want to go ahead and speak on something, make pretend you know, and then you get caught out there.
I don't know where that video at, Qanath.
God damn it! I bet I can find it, but I probably gotta get off.
It's not on our channel.
It's on one of our old channels. Oh, you know what? It's on 14th Street Israelites.
Oh, this. Let me see. Can I find it then?
Yep, it's on 14th Street Israelites. You know, and I think it was also on Hard Rock Truth. Yeah, because he had, I think it was on Hard Rock Truth too. You got to go like look way back. God damn. But you know, you want to play a couple songs, man, while you search for it?
No, we ain't got to do that.
Okay. But yeah, everybody, the link is in the room. You know, repost the link. I can't see who's in the chat. You know, if there's anybody even listening, but the link is in the room. And anybody agreed to it, man,
Well, the thing that's the problem though. It's like now you have Israelites. Well, Israelites been agreeing to this kind of behavior
and afraid to admit it.
But now it's becoming a thing where, you know, this should not be a conflict in a nation where.
Well, everybody don't believe that, but the ones that teach it, they won't come out. They scared to come talk about it. But I don't believe women. I damn sure know women don't. Israelite women don't believe that garbage.
Yeah, I think, but this should be a debate topic amongst Israelites. I'm talking about men.
Exactly.
Like, it should be a debate with Elder Tahar and maybe some of his men, because he started it. And they teach it. And then they say brothers emotional about it. I'm not emotional about it. I'm open to talk about it. You see what I'm saying? Because y'all put it out there and y'all say y'all believe it. So if that's what it is, then let's prove it if it's rape or not. That's all I want to do. I'm down here close by these videos, but I remember. No, it's not on 14th Street channel enough.
Try Hard Rock Truth. I saw it not too long ago.
I'm looking at the videos right now, that the ones that we was out there that day, and the video is not up on this channel.
It got to be on Hard Rock Truth. I think everybody got the gist of it though, but it'll be real funny to see, you know, it go down like we said. But again, anybody that agree with this step up, or anybody that disagree, just come on the panel and holler. You know?
Yeah, I did that breakdown 8 years ago. So what year was that? 2014 when I brought that out. So, and I kept saying I was a young man in the truth because I came into the knowledge 2011. In 2014, I challenged Elder Tahar on the rape doctrine. Yeah, 2014.
But you know what, Shane? We was doing a lot of stuff different back then, but I guess they just ain't know we was gonna go as far as saying about who's Israel. We would start saying a lot of stuff we were saying different from them, man. It took time.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Hold on, it's a brother Bo.
Excuse me?
Shalom, Mark. Most High bless.
Most High bless.
Peace. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. Hold on.
I can't hear him, Shan.
Hold on, here a little low.
Who is that? I can't see him on my phone.
His name, Bo.
Yo.
Oh, okay. What's up, Bo? Hey, man, I'm going to tell you something, bro. I went back and read some of the comments, man. Oh, I didn't see the comments most of that night. You was off the chain, player. Off the chain. Yeah, let Bo come in here, man. Damn right.
So, I got it now, Qanath. I just, I'm about to pull these pictures off the, what I sent you to you.
Come back on, Bo.
Save image.
Yeah, I see you sent me something. What you need me to, I mean.
No, I got it. I just wanted to get clear images so I can show everybody what I was saying. Okay. All right. So look, family, this is what it is. Let's see something. There you go. All right. Booyah. I want to show this out of my Hebrew dictionary. Now, this Hebrew dictionary is from the 1800s, like the late 1800s. I think this dictionary came out in like 18.
We can't see it, Shan.
I'm about to pull it up.
Okay.
I think this dictionary came out in like 1814, family. Something like that. This is way before the Blue Letter Bible. Wait for the blue letter Bible. Now, y'all see this? This is the Hebrew word, the posh, right? They ain't got this book. Elders
Now, you see Sham got it highlighted.
Right. So you can tell it's right here in this book where I marked into that. You see what I'm saying? It's in this book from the 1800s, right? This is the Hebrew word, the posh. See? Where it says to seize, to take hold on, to take. You know what I'm saying? The seizure of property. This is what they use, right? To say this is rape because he seized her. But this is the same Hebrew word they use when Joseph was being seduced, right? And this is seduction. Yep. That's all it is. It tells you right here. See it? Clear.
That's part of the lesson way back then.
The seduced. See it? To be seized, to arrest. And look, to seize, to capture, right? The seduced. This is dealing with seduction. That's why it's in there. But they don't have it. This is in the old 1800 Hebrew dictionary. It's not in the modern one. That's why they don't have it. So they thinking I just made this stuff up. This ain't made. It's an actual book. Y'all see the highlight right there, family? This ain't no scan. This is out of actual book that I have in my possession. And I highlighted it. As you can see. What it says, Qanath. The seduced.
The seduced. Ain't that something right there? Seduced. What nobody saying that?
On it was seduction.
Man, I tell you the truth, bro. But I want to see somebody on here now come and challenge what's right there in your face. Right?
They can't challenge that because
it's right there in your face. But so, that's like you said, and also that's 8 years ago, and nobody was using seduction. Or I was saying no. Who was saying no? The person had game, Sham.
We were saying that. You started saying you were talking about that. But wait, I want to show something else. I'm gonna go to the blue letter of the Bible, right? Because I asked the same question years ago, and to Elder Tahar, did the Messiah get raped? In Isaiah 53, the Hebrew word lakwash means the exact same thing when it says take him, but it also means marry. You see what I'm saying? It means to capture, to grab, to seize. I never got a response for that either. I'm gonna show y'all.
That video was on Hard Rock True channel, bro.
I'm gonna go look for it now.
Never you saying that actually teaching it in the street. I'm telling you.
It was in the book of Isaiah. I think it's chapter 53 and verse.
So you were saying it's in the book of Isaiah. Blah 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 blah. I remember it. And the guy from GMS, he got like Hussein Bolt. He was out of it real quick.
I was asking him, did they know
that joker was talking? He was out there. You can't do this on the Sabbath. You can't do that on the Sabbath. You're breaking the law. After Sham got finished with him, we saw that man going in 7-Eleven. Or was it CVS buying a Gatorade? Man, his spirit got convicted. Damn, that man went to CVS and came out with a Gatorade. So you're breaking the law.
Here it is, right here. So let me pull it up, y'all, and show y'all what I'm talking about. Right here. And that's why I say they don't understand the Hebrew lingo, right? So this is Isaiah 53. That's why I asked them, was the Messiah raped? The Hebrew word lakwash or lakwa, right here, right? It means the exact same thing. See?
There we go.
To fetch, look, lay hold of, seize, receive.
In Maharawchaa, you kept saying, see, lay hold. Remember that word, lay hold, grab, the seize. You kept saying that in your video, but the same word there.
They say it's rape, right? But look, to marry, take a wife, snatch, take away.
You see hold on, what does it mean, brother? What does it mean to what?
To marry, take a wife, to snatch, to take away.
Now, didn't that same scripture say after she done all this, right? You can go into her and they say they make your wife. Where the hell they getting raped from?
That's what I said. And this is Isaiah 53 where it says he was taken away for our transgressions. So was he raped?
See, brother, this what I'm talking about, man. That's where some people have waxed worse and worse, man. I'm trying to tell you.
My bad.
So was he raped there? Come on, man.
Hold on. So it's verse Isaiah 53 and
I'll be right back.
Verse 8. It says, Isaiah 53, verse 8, he was taken from prison and from judgment, and whom shall declare his generations? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgressions of my people was he stricken. So now, when you go into the Hebrew and you read it in Hebrew, because I was doing a study of Isaiah 53 in the Hebrew, and the Most High was showing me this out of nowhere, and when he pointed me to this Hebrew word, and I started looking at this Hebrew word, I said, wait a minute, this word has all the same meanings of everything was in the Hebrew word, the posh.
And the Paul kept on saying, see, stricken. What that's violent. That's rape.
This ain't got nothing to do with rape here. And it clearly tell you, you can see it right here, family. Say it. It says to take, to get, to fetch, to lay hold of. Like they like to say, he laid hold of them. He seized them. He received, he required, he buy, bring, marry, take a wife. So wait a minute. Do that make any sense? Is this rape here? Was the Messiah raped in Isaiah 53 when he was like quashed, when he was taken away, Qanath? Or was he married? Was he married there? So I don't understand, like people don't understand the language of Hebrew. I think they read the language and take the words that they wanted to make it seem right to them in the English. And you can't read the Torah and the Bible from the English perspective only in your mind and using the concept of the verse and just saying like everything is rape. So even when we go back to Deuteronomy 22 and 28, you can clearly see it's no rape there at all. It's seduction. That's why when you go into your King James 1611 Bible, if you go to Deuteronomy 22 and 28, they have the precept of Exodus right there in the footnote for you. A lot of people miss that. But I rarely use this book because I don't like trying to read it with all the Roman numerals, and I got to sit there and add up the Roman numerals for the chapters. Let me see, can I find it real quick? Deuteronomy. That's chapter 22, right? Qanath in verse 28. 21. 22. Yep. Here it is, family, right here. Now, that's what I'm saying. Is they smarter than the scholars?
Or a fifth grader.
Is they smarter than the scholars? I'm about to take a picture of this and show you the footnote. It's Exodus showing you that it's the precept, like I said, to Deuteronomy 22, showing you that it's seduction. So who we should believe, the scholars or people just going to tell you because they believe that it's something else? This ain't got nothing to do with rape. They show you the precept right here in the King James 1611. And they give you Exodus 22 and 16. That's the precept. And I never knew that until later. But like I said, I discovered it by reading the Josephus. That's how I figured it out. The Most High showed me just doing general reading in the Josephus. But I'm about to take a picture of it real quick so y'all can see it.
Yeah, so I hope everybody can see what's going on, man. There's no way they can get around this stuff. And like I said, if anybody disagree, you're welcome to come on and just have a dialogue.
They're not smarter than the scholars. I'm about to show it on the screen, y'all, so y'all can see it for yourself. Like I said, if you got a study Bible or King James 1611, go look at the footnote. It's right there. You can see it.
But somebody said they learned that word from ISBK 5 years ago. Well, check it out. You just said 5 years ago. The lesson was done 8 years ago.
Exactly.
And guess what? That's when they all started saying it 8 years ago.
He didn't know because he was like, he was worried talking about. Remember, they had a video when GMS approached them and they was out there. They didn't know how to rape because they started asking them about the rape doctrine. And they said, they started getting people in the crowd. These dudes believe you can rape kids. Da 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 da. They wouldn't break it down. It was like, see, you just can't break it down in the Hebrew. Break it down in the Hebrew. Show me scripturally that prove us wrong scripturally. Remember, Qanath?
Yeah, Ben, that's a good one.
And I was like, remember when I told you, Qanath? I said, no, we got to prove them wrong biblically, brother. Like, because I said, if nobody's doing that, they right. You can't just say it and get somebody in the crowd and say they believe in raping kids. No, prove them right biblically. And I agreed to that. Because if you can't do it, just say you don't know. And at that time, I said, man, I don't really know. But I remember I called you and I said, I think he's right, Qanath. Remember? And
I told you, hell no.
See, I try to tell y'all, we ain't got to lie about shit to make nothing up. That's what he said. When I told Elder Qanath, I was like, Elder Qanath, I think Elder all right. I said, nobody won't challenge this man. I said, I can't believe this shit is true.
And what I tell you, Shan?
You said, hell no, go back and study harder.
I said, hell no. I said, you got thousands of books, you better get started. Shan, whatever. Came back and said, I got it.
Y'all see this, family? Here you have it right here. See, whoredom. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her, that's the word would be the posh, and lie with her, and they be found. Here's the footnote that tell you Exodus 22:16 is seduction. It's a y'all niggas are not smarter than the fucking scholars.
Fifth grader.
So when they try to say this isn't the precept, it is. The damn Josephus and the Most High got the precept here because he knew it was going to be some motherfuckers going to come up with some rape doctrine.
Yeah.
The precept right next to it to show y'all that it's not fucking rape. It's seduction.
Hey, Shay, I'm glad. Hey, read that verse again because it's something or what you just read because it's something. You said something about damsel. I want to bring up something real quick. Read that again.
Yeah. If a man, hold on.
Because he was saying if a man, because I can't see it. Oh, man, I can't see on my phone. But I said something about a man found a damsel. Now, I went into a class on how old a damsel is because they were saying, well, a damsel was 14, 13 years old. You know, in fact, a lot of people don't say a woman, she should be quiet. Well, my wife and I broke down the age of a damsel because they was trying to say using the book of Asher. I forgot who was slept with a 10-year-old, 12-year-old David or something like that. This lost their damn mind, man. You know, they always try to put a little girl in the bed with a grown-ass man. Kind of sick shit is that? Oh, no, she kept him warm, you know, but he had sex with her. What? You know, there's a lot of stuff we went into, man. It's just real. I don't know. Starting to get frustrated again. When I get frustrated again, we've had to start just doing a lot more teaching. But y'all see way back then. And I hope you can find the whole class. Y'all might have to search it out because, or just the whole series on that, you know, is heavy. You go into some old books, right? And just do a straight precept on precept, you know, or just to find the truth, man. Make it all fit, man. You know, so I don't know. It's right there in your face. So my dear brother Maharawchaa, you know, you can come on here, you know, because a lot of times you come on and say, remember that word? Lay hold, you know. and a lot of y'all, you know what? Watch this. And I'm just saying real quick. When he kept using the word lay hold, remember the word lay hold. A lot of them kept on saying that, or siege and all that. And they only look at it in the English. Because I said this in that class. Live, L-I-V-E. Live, L-I-V-E. The English language is a damn wicked ass language.
It's not even a language. It's corrupt bastard tongue.
Yeah, exactly.
It don't make no sense.
So, you know, the same word can be spelt the same way. It depends on how it's being used. But when you use the proper language, using our power, our book, you're going to get to understand it.
Right. And that's why I tell everybody the 1611 King James Bible is important, because people come up with doctrines. So when you even, like I say, when you go into Second Esdras family, we're going to show y'all the footnotes and that debunks the whole breakdown of them coming through the goddamn Euphrates.
But we done done it, I don't know how many times. I don't know how many. Mahar done a class on, my dear brother Mahar done a class on what we're talking about on the rape thing. And Sharshan and I saw that, man, we damn near bust a gut laughing so damn hard. I was like, damn, my dear brother, he's sitting right there reading right along with it. Whatever the brother said, whatever Mahar says, yep, that's right, yep. Our dear brother, who we love. But brother, it don't mean that.
You see the word humble. The Hebrew word for humble is ainah. There's a lot of brothers in the community named ainah. Ainah don't mean rape. It means humble, it means violate, and something else, but don't means rape. That's not they just use that word there. He humbled her, or humble. It's tell you humble yourself, ainah yourself. You got so many verses in the Bible where it tells you to humble yourself, meaning ainah, but not rape. You see what I'm saying? So it's the word terminology and the way that the scriptures are written. You got to remember, you're converting one language, a real language, into a bastard tongue. So they use the words that they had, and then you got to remember, all this shit is written in Old English. So now, with what you got, word terminology or biblical terminology that they use today, which I would say from them boosting up the so-called English language, where they are changing the way that the language is read and spoken in modern time. That's why you got so many different translations of the Bible. So they say, okay, now we'll translate the Bible again because the language developed. You see what I'm saying, Elder Qanath?
Right.
So the more that they develop in the language family, the more that they retranslate in the Bible and using different words to say, well, this word should have been used because this sound better now in our language. That's why it's being written for modern time. That's why now when you get some verses in the Bible, they completely take the word black out of the scripture, period. And they don't, and then the verses, when they retranslate it, it don't even sound like the verse from the original King James. It sounds like something else now.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's a brother I've been trying to get to come on the program for a minute because he speaks the Bantu language. And I remember Yehuda and I was gonna do a class, so I still may try to do it. It's a very difficult class for me to do by myself. Shay, maybe we had to go into it together. You know, it's dealing with the Bantu language and how a lot of words in the Bible is Bantu, Hebrew. But go ahead, Doc.
No, you're right. Bantu is actually Hebrew, a broken form of Hebrew. And like I said, the Hebrew language that they use today is a conjunction of language put together that was agreed upon by them when they moved back in that land, because they all were speaking different forms of Hebrew from Poland and all them different places where the Jewish people came. So now they on one accord of speaking Hebrew. That's why that book, I got the book around here that was written right here, this book here.
I know when you broke that thing down, boy, people were scared to death. Come on in. But I just can't believe you got some brothers who still want to say, God said, hey, go rape her. You know, you want to go. I want you to take all the clothes off and rape her.
This Hebrew book here was written for the Jews in the land, so they can be all on one dialect of Hebrew tongue. So this is what you get your so-called modern Hebrew from today. On my damn phone.
But you know what? Let's get into it. Let me before you continue, let me say this, and I'm gonna be quick on this one. When you guys are saying that, you know what, we can rape, right? Prisoner of war.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, if you're running a race, a track race, you have to hype yourself up. When you're about to get in a physical fight, you have to hype yourself up, meaning you got emotions, your adrenaline is rushing, and you feeling a certain way. Or if somebody was to hit you with a brick, your body feel pain, it might bring out tears because pain hits you so hard you bring out tears. Or you listen to a funny joke, right? And the tears are different. Your tears of happiness and laughing, or tears of pain, right? And laughter. You know, some people when they cry, it sounds like they laughing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you saying that you can rape, that means you have to get erect. And if you getting erect off taking something from somebody, that's not love. That's lust. That's lust. And the Bible speaks against lust. Think about that.
Right. But the thing is this too, Qanath. Who wants to get aroused off of beating a woman? Because like I said, the Hebrew word rape in the Hebrew is inas. And it says to seize, to capture, to force violent men, to do violence to somebody. You see what I'm saying? You know, you have people like that who hit the woman and stab them, and people will kill you and rape you. You feel me? Rape dead bodies. Like, these are heinous and gruesome acts. So for Israelites to say and agree, and even the stuff with the Benjamites, they claim that the Benjamites were raping the daughters of Shiloh. They never raped the daughters of Shiloh. What happened was they went and got those women, talked to those women, and after they talked to the woman at the dance, they took the woman home and married the woman, slept with the women, and kept them as wives, and didn't go to the fathers. That's what happened with that. And then after that, because remember, the scripture said, me and King Judah, y'all seen the 5-hour breakdown. And me and King Judah broke down every aspect of rape in the Bible damn near, and gave you explanations in Hebrew and why this happened this way, and even with Benjamin, and because they was, remember, they claimed that Elder Gabar talking about they was raping the women then when they was taking the daughters of Shiloh. No, they were just making up shit, man. Like, they just make up stuff. They wasn't dating. After that, it says the children of Israel repented from Benjamin, that they not do that no more. We read that in the scripture. So if they repented for Benjamin, how did they start raping women again, Qanath? Do that make any sense?
Brother, I really believe some of these guys are playing the role of the devil, because if they had the spirit of righteousness in them, they would say, you know what, let me go correct my brothers. You know, let me go correct them and show them where they can't fight against it. Right, where the words that they use in the Hebrew is wrong. Everything they saying about this is wrong, and just come prove it. And hey, look, man, we'll sit back. Come and show us, please. Come and show us. Or you're just gonna keep teaching people who don't read for themselves, who don't read for themselves. They say, yep, right. And a lot of you guys out here reading for people that you didn't go over on your own. And the sad thing about it, a lot of times, man, our people are not, just don't have that skill set to know how to go into certain things and figure it out, and they end up trusting people, man.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately for a lot of people, man, y'all trusting doctors of devils.
Yeah, I mean, because it's a danger, and it puts a false stereotype on us in our community when y'all say, or people say, that the Most High allow us to rape, and see, that's the thing. It's crazy because you see that in our nation, but then you got guys like Elder Sahar, which he's not even an Israelite, and he the one started all this. He's a half-breed mongrel. You see what I'm saying? Bringing in heresy doctrines, and that's another reason why Israel must be cleaned up. And we got to get the mongrels, we got to get these sojourners, and we got to get all these people out of the nation, man, because they be bringing in these heresy doctrines of devils. Like I said before, if these people supposed to be Israel, they supposed to be Joseph, why we don't see them bringing out great breakdowns and great teachers? They the ones, all these mixed breeds and non really.
Hey, Chad, did you see the clip I sent it to you and Neftali on this guy trying to break down the northern tribes? I sent it to you today.
Yeah, I looked
man,
at it. I gotta look at the rest. But yeah, you know, they bringing in heresy doctrines out of Qanath. Shit that's not true. Doctrine that shouldn't be taught. That's not even right. So, you know, family, we here to fight against it. We here to fight against it. And like I said, I got mad love for Mahar. You know, like I said, I learned a lot from him. But you know, on this one, I just can't agree with the brother. Not my brother on this one. I just feel like he lost the oil on this one. I'm sorry. He lost the oil when it comes to this right here. Like, it's no way in hell that anybody who constantly study and reading the Hebrew diligently and going through the books, you can clearly see that this is seduction. I learned this 8 years ago as a young man in the truth. The Most High showed me this. That's why I challenged Elder Tahar then. You had nobody challenging Elder Tahar on this damn rape doctrine. Nobody. They was all scared. That's why GMS was rolling up on everybody when they was out there teaching, pushing this whole rape thing on people, saying that y'all brothers emotional, you just want to deny the rape. And that's why they was on the corner talking about they gonna be raping white women. Remember, Qanath? And we're gonna rape you and all. I mean, these niggas is crazy.
And look, hey Shay, I don't know if y'all been noticing, right? They've been playing a lot of videos on the dude Polite and what GMS is saying, right? Over and I've been looking at it. You've been noticing it, showing all these Israelites saying this rape shit you can rape. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. A lot of y'all ain't got used because these other guys are sold out, but because y'all worship men, now you got the whole damn nation looking bad because people playing these videos saying that you can rape people in war, you can have sex with little girls and they get their period. They make Israel like a bunch of goddamn pedophiles and rapists
and sickos. Yeah, nobody will believe.
Think about it. If she 9 or 10, she get her flower, you could be with her. Oh, David was with a young girl. Or who's
my daughter just turned 8. She'll be 9 next year.
Kill a nigga.
I wish one of you niggas would talk some crazy shit.
I don't wish it. Don't even think about it. But who was it? Jacob married Rebecca, right? And Rebecca it was the 2 cousins. Who were they again?
Zilpha and no, Jacob married Rebecca.
Right, that's what I said.
Yeah.
But who was it that had the other 2?
You talking about Isaac.
I'm sorry, yeah, Isaac.
Isaac and Rebecca.
Yeah, and then the two handmaids, I believe they were, but
Jacob married Rachel and Leah, which was his cousins.
Right. They were trying to say they was too young or something like that. They were saying, they kept on trying to say it was the 2 somebody that was I can't think right now. They was super young. They just keep on trying to justify being with young little girls.
I don't know what they talking about because he worked 14 years just to get Rachel. And
they were trying to say Leah was underage. I was like, man, stop it.
How? She was the older sister.
Exactly.
He worked 7 years before he hit that. So how old was Jacob when he went there, Qanath?
Shit, I can't.
And he worked 7 years before he even had sex with Leah. Then he worked another 7 years and had sex with Rachel. So he waited 14 years to have sex with Rachel. You see what I'm saying? And then he got the other younger sisters, which was Zilpha and Bilhah.
That's what I'm talking about. They kept on trying to say they were little girls. Like, they ain't mention their age. I'm like, y'all lost y'all damn mind. And we went and broke that down. My wife, and I know you did that part, but my wife and I went to the age.
Right, because they was daughters of another marriage. Feel me? Zilpha and Bilhah were sisters of another marriage from Laban. They was his younger daughters from another marriage. Don't mean that they would, because you got 2 wives, both of your wives can get pregnant around the same time. That don't mean that they was that far off from the age of their sisters. You see what I'm saying? The hell these niggas talking about? They just making shit up. That's what I be saying. They be making shit up, man. They be making shit up, family. They be making shit up. But not this week.
Yeah, you're right, brother. You're right.
Next week, we're going to destroy the whole doctrine. We already destroyed Deuteronomy 22 and 8 and y'all done seen the video. Y'all know if people come at y'all with this, y'all got all of the breakdowns and everything we taught, proving y'all that this is not rape. Really, it's for the younger men who coming in the truth so they don't get seduced believing this stuff. But we're going to break down the whole issue of when a man go to war so y'all can get the proper understanding of that to the fullest, whether it's rape or not. And we're going to prove it, show y'all that it's not rape. Like I said, people just don't understand the biblical context. And gotta stop just using blue letter for Hebrew sources. You know what I'm saying? You gotta actually buy books, get into these etymology dictionaries. That's why I keep telling people they not strong because they not using real books. Like get etymology dictionaries, etymology Hebrew dictionary. Here, find this one. And I brought this with the donation money somebody sent me one time, and I appreciate that. Thank you, because this book was $100 and something, and I saved up that donation money that I got and brought this book right here, this etymology Hebrew dictionary. And I got another one that I brought, etymology Hebrew dictionary that I got somewhere around here. It's somewhere.
Sure, I know it's a lot of times, man. Some of the books you brought out, some people got, man, that's good. But you know what? It's not just because they may not have the books. So some people do have the books, and I,
But
I
some
know
people
when
have
people
books
come to
they
my
don't
crib,
even
I
read.
always teach the class on being meek and humble. The
They be
kids
having
being
books,
meek and humble, man.
they be having books but don't read them. I don't understand that. Like,
Yeah,
why
that's true too.
you don't open it? You know what I'm saying? You listen. As soon as I get a book in the mail, a Hebrew book, man, I be so excited. I be like a little ass kid dancing. My wife's like, "Baby, what's wrong with you?" I'm like, the book came. I be opening it, going through it, taking it to work with me and shit. How I'm like,
Shane, remember the store we used to go to
like a
get the
goddamn
book to
kid.
get the books? Me and Shan be running around trying to pick up the book first. Which
And
one we go to get?
everything, getting all that, man. Come back to the house with like 50 books in the box.
They look at us like, damn, these are trying to take every damn book in there. And I mean, we went from, and it just wasn't things on biblical. We went on
History.
history,
We got so many books on
science,
Roman
mathematics.
Empire, African Empire, all these different books on Egypt. We got so much stuff, man. It's ridiculous.
I got on how many books on different tribes in South America. I mean, my goodness, a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, then Shan started getting the Indian books. Yeah, that's what I was like, Sam, I don't know, bro. I know you got books I'm saying they got on fringes, but
The one they
how
love
about look
to
at
show,
this?
500 nations. I got plenty more, but this is the one that Israel love to use. This right here, 500 nations.
500 nations.
They love to use this book. 500 nations.
Yeah, so I mean, family. I don't know. It's just fun, man. It's fun. I don't think we're gonna ever be able to break a lot of stuff down. Though.
No, I mean, like I said, it's so much stuff in the Bible. We just you know, I'm just disappointed because I can't believe Mahal let his stuff get seduced to this
That's embarrassing, man. I'm like, damn,
this
man.
fine ass doctrine, man. Like of all people, I never would have thought he would agree to this shit.
And I think I hope he hurry up and just like look at it and hope he laugh at it, and then say, when we look at this and laugh at it, snap out of it, because if you don't, my dear brother, it's going to get worse. Think about this, brother. You actually went on Sarnetta show and agreed with Nepal. Let me show you something. Sham, I'm gonna send you something, Sham. All right, I'm gonna send you something.
And now my thing is, how do everybody else in One West feel? We know how GMS feel. We talking about all the rest of those camps. Now we know ISUBK ain't gonna agree. We know IURC ain't gonna agree. We know GOCC not gonna agree. We know I would say what AOC, Watchmen for Israel, HOI. Well, I would say HOI. House of David. None of them ain't gonna agree to that being raped.
But are they going to agree to you when you get somebody? I mean, I don't know. I want to hear somebody say they don't agree, man. I'm not going to say they're going to. I want to hear somebody say it. The hell with that. I want to hear somebody say they don't agree with that shit.
Well, brothers told us they didn't agree personally about that doctrine, face to face. But we talking about like we don't really see too many brothers coming out live on camera speaking out against the doctrine. We seen Mighty Hebrew, we seen Kashu that night. He did a video on it, and he's a Hebrew teacher and know the language, also family. And he broke it down after we did years ago and added to the breakdown, remember? And he was like, if it wasn't for Sham, and that's what he always said to the elder historian Kashu that night. He always say, if it wasn't for Sham bringing out the rape doctrine, we would never known the Hebrew word anas was for rape. He always say that. He always say that. That was a great thing he did for the nation when they was bringing that doctrine out. This is about eight years ago when I did it. Even to this day, he would still say that. You see what I'm saying? And he's an Old Testament Israelite. A lot of y'all don't know that. Old Testament Israelite. And he know the language as well. I ain't showing this Qanath. You hear me?
But I want you to show something, because when you was like, oh, I was there, right? And he said Nepal torture. Now, I'm not attacking her in a certain way, but I'm attacking on her doctrine. Now, I don't know a sister that called herself an Israelite will put this up right here. And this brother said now this is a video, right? And this is a picture. I snapped it. Now, this what you say you learning from Maharawchaa? Right? You agreeing with this? Sarnetta, who say your God is wicked and say he can rape? And this what was saying the same thing. But I want you to see what she's taking a toast to because you agree with her. Please put that photo up, that beautiful photo up of what the sister taking a toast to. And I want y'all to read what's on the cup. I want y'all to read, enlarge it so y'all can read. Because when I say seduce or a spell got put on somebody, my dear brother, Maharawchaa, a spell was put on thou by Nepal, right? And you know how they put it in the cup and they stir it? Shan, please put that damn picture up, man. I can't hype it up no more than I'm hyping it up right now.
Hold on.
Because, my dear brother, you were seduced by Nepal and Sarnetta with the brew, brother. With the brew. Come on, Shan, let's get it, man.
Hold on.
Now, when y'all see this, I didn't make this. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up, what I'm about to show y'all. You can't make this up. You got it?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm trying to
Now, I want y'all to see this. Because the brother say, remember, I was there when y'all done it. You know, and he agreeing. And we talk about now what's the word for seduce in Hebrew?
the posh.
Mahar, you was napashed. And what does that say, Shashan?
Which brew? Witch's brew.
Witch's brew. Who's holding that cup? Our dear sister Nepal. And I'm hiding her face. I blew it up so I won't even show her face. But that's our dear sister, because I got another picture showing her face, but I won't do that. But that's her. Nepal Shadar, witch's brew. You got seduced. You got napashed in the Hebrew. Okay, brother? Okay? Can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up, brother. All right? You got seduced.
Yeah, but he not
by the seduction of the doctrine. It's a scripture that talks about that too. I think it's in Titus.
But family, if y'all can, buy this Bible right here. The Jewish Study Bible. Man, Elder Qanath got this Bible. We got so many different type Bibles, but this cuts that rape doctrine all up. Like I say, this book and plenty other ones that the scholars written, they know that ain't no rape in there. So it's easy. Like I say, how many sources do you need to constantly show that ain't rape and seduction?
Well, we see nobody that agree won't come on. So obviously they say, you know what? Damn, if I'm gonna get caught out there because folk be doing a video on my ass, I ain't saying shit. Right? It's best for us to bring it out on in the Most High, because He says, "What's in the dark gonna come to light." Right? That witness right there gonna come to light. You know. So you been seduced. It says, "Witches brew thou."
Yeah. So all right,
Most
family.
High bless all y'all, man. Starling not in here. I can't see everybody. I see Tori in the house. Who else in here? Shit, you got it. I can't really see all these names in here.
Yeah, appreciate everybody. We already knew that ain't nobody probably want to come on and deal with this shit. Like I say, I ain't debate nobody on this topic. Unless
Dawid, blessing.
Only people I debate on this topic is somebody from GMS, because they started it. That's who I want to debate on this topic.
Yeah, I was telling Naphtali, man, I don't even think it's worth her debating the Pa, because from what I witnessed last night, bro, was the worst. I mean, that sister really lost the sauce, boy. I mean, the oil too, if she had ever had it. My goodness, I mean, it's gone completely, man. She don't have no understanding of the scriptures at all. I mean, none. From Genesis to Revelation, not one scripture, not one.
Well, she do understand some of the Bible.
No, she don't, bro.
I'm not going
to tell me one thing that you agree with. She say.
I don't know. I just say I don't really know. Like I don't, because I never really. I don't know her teachings. I'm gonna just be honest. Like she don't teach me, so that's what I'm saying.
But don't you? Okay, let's see.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I seen her beat up a few Torah nights before on other subjects.
You know what? Let me take it back. You're right.
Honest.
You're right on some things. That's elementary.
On Torah nights and some other subjects when I used to go over there and watch, but
I didn't even want to really mention their name though, bro.
I can't remember all of them, but I'm
not a lot of that stuff.
This doctrine, I just disagree.
You know what? The only reason why I say I want to mention their name, Shan, because I'm just tired of the shit going back and forth. But, I watched a little bit of that show last night, and them bros on there kicked her ass with a lot of the scriptures, like we showed earlier, verbatim. Not all of y'all, but some particular ones brought out verbatim, but destroyed her. And all she was just cutting them off, being disrespectful, calling them the name, talking about they should blow their head off and drop dead, all kind. I'm like, damn, she was saying all this nasty derogatory things, but when it came over here and both started going on them, you know, it was offensive. But then going to a night channel and just totally disrespect all the brothers over there. It made me sick to my stomach. Remember, Sham? I said, man, this shit is crazy. I ain't never see a sister or so-called sister disrespect so many brothers like that. You know, and they were just dealing with the scripture. I don't think they called her a name. You know, they didn't get loud with her. They ain't say, shut the hell up. You know, your woman, they ain't say none of that. You know, and they was tearing her ass up in the scriptures. I mean, tearing her ass up. Should have been illegal, that whipping she got over there Torah nights. My goodness, man. That was embarrassing for her.
The fake UPK dudes in the chat again. I like
the fake who?
The fake UPK dudes in the chat.
What's his name?
UPK One West, the Sodomite crew.
Oh shit, no doubt.
And that's another doctrine we need to discuss. And see,
he said purple pigs and F.O.P.E. What PDC? What the hell that mean?
I have no idea. These niggas are crazy, man.
Oh,
you listen. You the last person. Matter of fact, hey, since you on the chat, answer some of this shit right here. Since you got some.
Most I bless.
You got some shit you want to say to us. Hold on, Elder Qanath. I got something for him. Let's talk about your people. See, we was about to shut the show down. Since you want to get in the chat, start talking about us, we can talk about you UPK niggas. Since you want to talk about us, talk about y'all right here. Y'all folly. Like this shit y'all doing here. Hold on. What your man wanting to suck on hammers. Like this guy. We see cockroach and disappeared because he been found out. Look, see one of your brothers, Karayash, Yasha Allah. I don't know what the hell that mean, but he said, I'd rather suck on a black hammer than kiss up to the oppressor like y'all do. Do you feel the same way? A black hammer? Like your brother here, to kiss up?
The big one. The big one.
These niggas are retards.
Oh man, you got pull some more clips out put some more clips in the chamber. You got some more.
He said he want a black hammer in his mouth.
Damn. Put some more. Hey, shoot some more clips out. Well, you got any more? You got any more, man? You got some pictures.
They sent us some new shit too. I ain't even upload yet. We the wrong niggas for you to fuck with, player. Coming over here talking that shit. We got so much shit dirt on you clowns.
Chad been wanting to show it. I told him don't show it.
Look at this nigga right here. Crazy looking motherfucker. Qanath Gabar. All these heathens are going to be my slaves in the fields, and be put to death. Loyalty to the king, nigga. Your loyalty is to Johanna. First of all. Anyway, you need to tell Cockroach, Qanath, his ass going in the cotton field because he's gonna be a slave too. Yeah, and none of y'all can't save his ass. Everybody know he going in the cotton field because he ain't no Israelite. Now all of a sudden this nigga did a disappearing act. Why he wiped the Cross the Line radio show clean? Listen, we seen this shit before, family. When niggas start taking all the videos down, all the little backdrops off and shit like that, and disappear, you know something ain't right. People get strikes on their YouTube channel all the time. When you get a certain amount of strikes, people just stop going live on it, stop uploading videos and shit like that. This nigga took everything off.
Everything.
Even the website on that motherfucker said the website cannot be found. I said, hold up. Something ain't right with this shit. Even the website don't pop up, nigga.
Hey, Shay, where my Rick? Hey, where my Ric Flair? Whoa.
That nigga that got up out of there, shorty.
God damn, man. Well, man, y'all get slammed all the way around, man. God damn, it's Flair time on it.
That nigga done got up out of there, y'all. That nigga Cockroach got up out of there.
Oh my gosh.
Where is this joint at? I want to see some other stuff these niggas was talking. Not that. Hold on. What else this nigga said? No, that's hold on.
You want to show us, GMS?
I ain't worried about that. Here we go, right here. Look at this shit, Mr. UPK. Matter of fact, you should hit the link. Come explain this shit, nigga. This is shit that your men doing, having conversations about your leader admitting to having sex with a boy. Look, buddy, your coat marries little girls. The fuck you mean? Yeah, we got pedophiles at ISUPK, but it's nowhere near the damn Catholic Church. Laugh out loud. So y'all got pedophiles in y'all camping in UPK? You are right. Sitting next to fucking child molesters and pedophiles? Nigga, you can call us, what is it, PDC all day. I don't give a fuck. Clown, nigga. At least I ain't sitting next to no fucking rapist and pedophile nigga in my camp. Or my brother.
What the hell is PDC? What the hell is that?
I don't know what the fuck that shit's supposed to be. But nigga, you can call us that shit.
Read a book, Damien. Read a book.
At least we ain't fucking pedophiles. And
read a book, Damien. Read a book.
Nigga, this shit crazy. That's your cat. Your people.
Read a book, Damien. Read a book.
Safe enough. And our brothers repented. So what? This nigga said, and our brothers repented. So what? And then look, he said, wow, you admit that too? Nah, GMS teach that shit, not ISUPK. And I have nothing to do with Catholics. Let's keep it going.
The hell is he talking about? See? Now y'all ain't got it. You done made a rewind. Get your ass over here, no coward.
Yeah, come on, UPK. Since you want to come in the chat, run your fucking mouth. You conscious community niggas call our commanding general a pedophile because he molested a boy back in 1993. So what? That was a long time ago. That's what your own said. Your leader, fucking pedophile, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. I'll be PDC all
no, HBK, you can't say that we said this. This is coming off the mouth of one of your own.
And look, you hear me say? Because he molested the boy. He ain't say a little girl. That nigga said he molested the boy. It's a boy, Damien, of a boy.
It's a boy, Damien. It's a boy. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't believe it though. Until somebody show me different, I don't believe it. But and it's not slander because it's coming from their own. They one body. right? They're not affiliated with nobody else.
Hey, he said we one body.
So one body thinks the same.
He said he speak for us. If one man
Equally yoked.
So when he said he molested a boy back in 1993, he spoke for him.
Damn.
Dumb motherfucker. I bet you won't bring your fucking ass on this live. They probably come on here talking about you guys are haters and you slandering. Nigga, I ain't slandering shit. This is shit from your own men.
You know what? HOK talking about they the toughest environment. I'm starting to think F.O.P.E is the toughest environment to come on, man. That's what I'm starting to think. I'm thinking we the tougher environment because we're going to deal with the scholarship, man, and the scriptures and many other topics, right? Our champion is the Most High and His Son, but our
your brother,
like our debate champion down here is Naphtali. Get your ass over here.
He said, "I'd rather get fucked by my black brothers than defend."
Wait a minute, hold on. See, there we go again. We got to stop this shit. Now he actually used that word because I can't see the F word.
That's what he said. I'd rather get fucked by my black brothers.
Damn, that's enough. That's enough of that. Say the F word. My goodness.
You said Cockroach did a show earlier on the headquarters. I don't know because I'm not even subscribed to them dudes' channels. I was talking about Cross the Line Radio while he shut that channel down.
Okay, I should come in. We'll check it out.
Look at this dude. And they talk about brothers got dreadlocks. Y'all filthy heathens. You can't have long hair. Look how long this nigga has. Why they make this nigga cut his hair, Qanath? This the nigga that say he rather suck a black rod. This nigga that you got your arm hugged up on talking about he don't have a problem sucking on another man's hammer.
Damn.
Like nigga, who think like that, nigga? Fuck out of here.
He's sure he's definitely not following the dietary law. We know that shit.
Look, now this is UPK. Rape is a sin, but not towards the other nations. Laugh out loud. You niggas condone fucking rape too. And that shit is not biblical, nigga. And rape is not fucking okay to nobody. Nobody should be raped. This is how you know you niggas are fucking reprobates. This is how you niggas mind.
The scriptures say he let them fall out their own lust, gave them over to a reprobate mind. That's Titus 1:15.
Talk about you okay with that kind of behavior.
It's a boy, Damien. It's a boy.
Now look, this your general, Mahayam. I prefer the Negro, the Mexican, the Guatemala, the Puerto Rican, the Native American, and any other of the 12 tribe penises over the African penis. He'd rather have anybody of the 12 tribes he believe penis over an African penis. First of all, nigga, Shawsham don't want no penis. He got I don't prefer none, motherfucker.
Hold on, Shay. What he want? He made, hey, look, this nigga. He a picky alphabet soup dude, man.
The fucking oil too.
Now, hey, trust me. If he said he like penis, he got the oil in his back pocket. Trust me.
Nigga, come on here and explain. Tell your general to explain this nigga why he preferring penis. Listen. Only P I'm referring is the PUSSY. That's what I prefer. I prefer that.
Brother, that man, look, they lost the oil of the Most High, but they keeps oil in their pocket talking like that.
And then the nigga fucking posted on social media. How dumb are you, nigga?
Hold on. He actually posted this?
Yes, this is on Facebook, Qanath. This nigga posted. I ain't even this nigga friend.
Who is this? This the general?
Body. This nigga posted this shit on fucking Facebook.
Is that the general?
Yeah, Mahayam.
Hold on, bro. Mahayam actually wrote. He took time to write this.
Yes.
This is Mahayam.
Yes.
I prefer the Negro. He said the woman prefer. He said I prefer.
Meaning him.
I prefer the Negro.
He himself.
Mexican and Guatemalan, Puerto Rican and Native American and any of the 12 tribes penises. over there, man. What kind of fuck shit is this?
And these Qanath, and these their leaders.
And see, we weren't even going to put this out here, but you had to get in the chat and open your damn mouth. Now, if you think we flying. This is on your General Mahaman Facebook page. Now, do we? I send this shit to Sarnetta.
Shit crazy.
Should send it to Uncle Suge. Let him rock this shit. Y'all think we funny? I already know what he gonna do. My goodness. Hold on, bro. This UPK Mahaman. I prefer. I got this shit in cap. And look. And he putting a comma so you could think about it. I prefer the Negro comma. Mexican comma. Guatemalan comma. Puerto Rican comma. Native American. Any of the 12 tribes penises. Man, get the fuck out of here. And he capitalized penises, brother, all cap.
Over
the African penis.
And then he's saying it. He's telling niggas their penis is
he said because he feel like your penis is superior than the African penis. Fire. That's what he got.
How the fuck? My thing is, nigga, how you know that penis superior?
He said fire. Then they gonna put the pomegranate. But what kind of shit is going on here, man?
These niggas that lost their fucking mind.
But y'all talking about, and you know what they over there doing, Sham? They over there like, go ahead, man. They over there clapping. You know when the teacher say something, man, like in the reverend, you know, people clap, say that's right, whatever. So y'all believe in this? Answer this shit. Hey, Sham, send that to me, man. Cause we gonna. I'm not playing with this. I didn't see this right here. I'm doing a roast session. This shit right here. Nah, can't get away with this one.
Hey, don't fuck with us, UPK. Y'all niggas got some shit y'all need to deal with. Because this shit here, boy, oh boy, this is on another level. Your man Mahayam.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
He actually took the time
to write that shit.
To write it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Is this around the time he was talking about that, or he just done it recently?
I have no idea, brother. This is the shit that the guy keeps sending in the emails, all the information that they spying on him. And
he took the time out to write this, bro.
And see, and they accept anybody on their Facebook. They be letting all these people in, man. I keep telling people, y'all don't know who these people is, man. You got COINTELPRO, the government set up. They let anybody on their fucking Facebook feed. They posting any crazy shit on Facebook saying anything. People screenshotting this shit, sending this shit to the FBI and the Native American Defense League. They sending shit to these other people and to get these people out of the communities, man. They don't know how much shit we got going against us right now. Trying to deal with all these different nations of people.
Now, after reading this post, how in the hell this will shame you to say you're Israelite? And why he ain't put ISUBK prefer? He had to put I prefer, but everybody know he Israelite.
Well, his name is up there, but he said he prefer penis.
Prefer to do what? I mean, prefer what? For what do you?
No man should ever prefer.
Bro, that's like I said, I prefer chocolate ice cream over vanilla ice cream. That's because you trying it, you eat it, it tastes better. So what the hell is he preferring it for?
I don't like chocolate ice cream, but for me. But what I'm saying is the problem is, Qanath, the issue is he said I prefer.
That's what I'm saying. What is it that he prefer?
Qanath, he prefer the hammer, brother. The hammer. That's what he prefer. Because no real man or no straight man.
He said, I'm coming all out. I'm just gonna see how far I can get with these niggas.
Right. No straight man would write no shit like that. No straight man thinks like that, brother. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I be saying, where do they come up with this shit? No dude that's straight will ever say some shit like I don't give a fuck.
What do you prefer though? I see what it's saying, but if you prefer something, you must have tried it.
Qanath, exactly. And he told you what he preferred. The penis. It's in there. That's what I'm saying, nigga. Like, come on. Like, nigga, there ain't no shit like that rolling out my tongue. And I'm damn sure ain't typing no shit like that. Ever. Never. Because that shit ain't on my fucking mind. I wouldn't even think of no shit like that. Or
Can you imagine this man walking into jail, right, in population, and he has a bullhorn and he yells out, I prefer the Negro, Mexican, Guatemalan, and Puerto Rican Native American than any of the 12 tribes up in this cell, penis. Over Africa. Man, do you know what happened to that man?
Oh, yeah. You're going to get Felice Johnson. You're going to get the booty warrior.
Man, the booty warrior going to be in line first. He going to say, I'm the Negro. Man, I can't believe that our brothers would still follow behind a brother that says something like this, man.
They're brainwashed, man.
And not only did he write it, but we got him on video saying it's the best penis.
But that's the problem.
Not just prefer. See, the first video said, he said it's the best. And now this, when he put it right, he says, I prefer it. I'd have had enough, bro. I'd have had enough. I just can't believe it, man. This is just unbelievable. I'm in shock. I don't believe this shit. There's no way. But I can't say I don't believe it because I heard him for my own 2 ears saying, who got the best penis? Yeah, we got to get back to the classes, man. Our people are being destroyed, bro. And a lot of people, it's not even COINTELPRO. Some of this our people just dumb. You know, what they call people just want to be, they get their own group together and say and do what the hell they want to do. And follow who the hell they want to follow. You know, you got alphabet soup churches. Y'all know what I mean. You know, you got men that's changing or saying they're born a woman, right, and taking certain drugs and fighting women in the damn cage. Yeah. See you later, baby. Love you too. All right. All right. But yeah, so man, I don't know. I don't know. So Shashay, man, you come on back, bro. I'm ready to call it, but this is ridiculous right here. And he wasn't even gonna show it, man, but you showed up, right? And we showed the hell out. That's all I can say. You showed up and man, you got F.O.P.E up, bro. God damn. And if you go around behind me, he going to F.O.P.E you physically. All right. Because that's what he's writing right there. And that's what he said in the video. So it's best to get F.O.P.E by us, you know, through a roast, right? And through the scriptures spiritually. Not like when I'm reading fire bummer clock. This shit is up. All right, brothers and sisters. Hey, we're going to have a little dead air a little bit because I had to go to the restroom. I guess Shashay would go to the restroom. But y'all, man, look, just say something in the comment board, whatever. You know, please. Oh, you know what? Please share the video. Please, we need y'all to start. Just as many people watch the video, may not comment. Can y'all please, if you don't like it or whatever, just please share it. You know, get information out. But damn, he said it. Wow, unbelievable, brother. You gotta say, Shan.
Yeah, family. So, like I said, next week we'll do the whole breakdown when Elder Qanath get back in town, and hopefully Friday. If so, we might do the class. It depends. It depends, because right now my job is doing construction. And
hey, Shan, you know what I want to hear if you can find it. Put out the old song by Abaya.
I think I took it off here, Qanath. It's not on here no more.
Oh man, for real?
Yeah, I would have to
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Yeah, let the trumpets blow.
Yeah.
I would have to re-upload it again.
Okay, no problem.
Oh, I think this is Tori. Shalom, I.
Hey, shalom.
Dinner. Hey, shalom, bro.
Hey, yo, General Miami, he be on this.
You're breaking up. I can't hear him.
Hold on, wait, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, man. You see how Tazariak and them, they just be on there. They be agreeing with everything that he says, and he could say the most crazy, outlandish shit, and they'll just sit there and agree and just nod their heads like, "Yep, that's right."
Yeah, that is crazy, man. To me, that like, but you know, like that's the spell that they under, man. Like when you man pleasing, like anybody will say anything, you'll look at them and agree. Like that's like I can't do that, bro. Like, what if somebody say something that you know that you're not about and don't represent you, or he talking about some behavior that you know you won't do? Like even if they say something about raping somebody, would they agree? You know what I mean? Like that's what I mean.
Well, hold on, Sam. Hold on. Watch this. They talk subliminally, man. They already agree to rape, and I'm gonna tell you how. When Hyman said, "You know what I would tell Will Smith? I'll tell him go get that Philly Coke, that all these this heroin, all that to get her high," and then he say, "I will F her." After he give her the good drugs, he will F her. So that means rape because he's gonna get a super high and then F her, and that's how you get back at him. That's rape.
Right.
That's rape. That's drugging somebody and raping them. And they always talk about, oh, see, it was subliminal to this or physical, logical, whatever. All these different terminology they're trying to use, words I ain't never heard of before, or really seldom to use to try to say, oh, he wasn't saying that. The man said, go get the best drugs you could possibly get, give it to her, and effort. That's rape. That's drugging somebody and rape. So they do believe it. They do, and they follow it. You know, that's why I don't like talk too much about these guys, man, because a lot of these guys, man, a lot of them still, they still in the streets, man, mentally, brother, mentally. And some of them probably physically. They just because you say you love God, like the scripture say, just because you call on my name, no, I don't hear you. And just because a lot of y'all talk about Ha Mashayach Yahawashi, he don't hear you. Talk about you could rape somebody. Damn. So, young toy brother, how you feeling, man? What you feel about this doctrine about you could rape somebody in war and all this other crazy madness?
I think like that's just like something that like a lot of like non-believers, like they try to use that to try to make what we believe look bad, you know, and try to make us look bad. And then I also think that it's a misinterpretation. Hello?
What you say, Tori?
No, I said I think that's like something that they try to use against us to try to make what we believe look bad and try to make us look bad. And I also think that that's like a misinterpretation that they have, you know, of the scripture. That's what I think it is.
Hey, man, shout out to all the people, man, who teach their truth, right? As long as, you know, you ain't bringing no harm to somebody, man, they searching for truth.
Definitely.
You know, that's what we do. You know, it's a lot going on in the world, man. I just never seen this type of shit before in my life, man. People getting on Christians. Now, you got some crazy Christians, that's some crazy shit. But you guys talk about you're the truth, man. Out of 1969, right? Or even in One West, or just having a camp period, not all camps, but some of this doctrine, y'all. If some of it is just crazy, man. It's crazy, you know. I give you another example, Shane. Watch this. This is without using that one scripture. But ain't nobody never thinking this what I'm about to say. I guarantee you. They say Babylon gonna be destroyed by the Most High gonna send 10 million angels to destroy Babylon, right, Shane? Don't they say that?
Right.
But then they also say they're gonna be destroyed by nuclear weapons, and people gonna be like, "Oh, the Great Babylon is falling."
Right.
So which one is it? Is Russia and China gonna destroy Babylon, right, with the missiles, or the Most High angels gonna come back and destroy Babylon?
Right.
But they teach both. So which one is it? If Babylon gonna be destroyed by nukes, year 2000, America gonna be destroyed by nuclear weapons. But then they're saying the same breath, somebody else come in there and teach, yeah, the Most High angel will come back and destroy this place.
Yep.
So which one is it? You're gonna destroy something that's already destroyed. So I mean, some of this stuff, man, you know, that's not the craziest one, but some of this stuff, I can't believe that we believed that. I mean, and then one thing I'm disappointed on, and Sam, you know this, we didn't think nobody could defeat that doctrine. We would go up at churches, we would set up at any corner, challenge any pastor, anybody. But the knowledge has increased. I just can't believe I believe all this shit, though, bro. And I think, man, ain't no thing. The scriptures are true. A lot of these guys want to put on the fancy garments, and right, and try to be like the elders, but don't try to advance themselves. Just regurgitate. So I don't know. Shane, you got the floor, man. You can do what you want to close it out. Oh, who's that? Somebody just came on?
Yeah.
Let's hold my head up. Oh, that's my man. All right. And he gonna bring out some stuff on y'all one day. Most High bless.
Hey, Shalom, Elder Qanath.
No
Peace
doubt.
and grace, Sharsham. I see the brother on the panel. What's going on with you, Ben? I see you, Tori.
Hey, shalom. What's up, bud?
You know, man, I've been a pretty peaceful Hebrew when it comes to our brothers and sisters in the house of consciousness. But, man, I got to keep it Joshua 2.0, you know, on a comedic dog right now, man, because they done came over here talking about the platform is trash and this and that. So, you know, shout out to Sonetta, a.k.a. Poppy Me No Black. You know, shout out to Unc West, a.k.a. Blank Man. You dig? And shout out to Javario Saucy, a.k.a. Groundskeeper Willie off The Simpsons. I'm coming for all you bums, and I'm finna get it in on y'all. We finna deal with the most educational. We finna deal with the top educational institutions have to say about Kemet and who the Egyptians are. And you know what? Even though y'all crying about Dr. Hawass, he is recognized as the top Egyptologist in Earth. So y'all gonna have to source up a shut up. He's saying the Egyptians are not black people, and the Bible says the Israelites are black people, so we ain't got nothing to worry about on this side, y'all. But we finna deal with some of these suspect images coming out of Kemet. We finna deal with some, man, and I disagree with a lot of what Captain Tazariak be saying, but when he be showing them images of them suspect pictures coming off the pyramids, there'd be a lot of tap dancing over there on Poppy Me No Black's page. So you know what I'm talking about.
That's right.
So we finna get it, man. I'm finna go in on these dudes, Sham. Real talk.
Hey, Naphtali, if y'all watching, please clip this and give me one of them videos like you did on Black Jesus and Naphtali, so we can use the brother and put out that challenge toward them, man, and kill that doctrine too. I know a lot of y'all want us to deal with them, but a lot of our people is caught up in that stuff. Tori was all, in fact, I'm glad Tori on here, because Tori was almost caught up in that stuff until he started listening to the word of God and got away from it. True or false, Tori?
Hey, Tori, real talk, Tori. You see how they be tap dancing around that picture of Osiris and Seti with their rods erected out over each other? See, we finna get it, man. It ain't finna be no excuses. We finna deal with these spells that condone sodomy. We finna talk about how the Egyptians was wicked. We finna get it in. And you know what? We gonna compare the Book of the Dead and the coffin text to the Bible. The Bible is the #1 read book on earth. The Book of the Dead and the coffin text is not even in the top 2,000 most read books on earth. Man, we about results and winning. Never heard of it. People don't quote the Book of the Dead. They always quoting the Book of Psalms. Bible scriptures get quoted every day of our lives, family. I've never heard anybody quote anything out of the Book of the Dead. I'm coming for the jugular when it comes to the house of consciousness. So this is Joshua, the house of the HOK Slayer. F.O.P.E, we the best. And I'm coming for the jugular with these boys. We finna get it, like I'm telling you.
We the best.
Man, shout out to Garfield, my big orange cat. Y'all don't gotta be afraid of Garfield. I went and got him a flea collar and got him vaccinated and everything at the vet. So y'all ain't gotta be afraid of Garfield. That's my pet cat, y'all. And we gonna get on Unc S,
get rid of them
who's a scientist with no scientific works. Unc, you be talking all that scientific talk. It's Edomites that's in their garages gene splicing animals and doing scientific works. You have no scientific works. Ecolab don't know you. JPL don't know you. NASA don't know you. And if I called Princeton and asked them if they know about a nigga named Bobby West, it would be crickets playing in the background. No educational institution recognizes you, boy. Y'all don't want that smoke with Joshua and Poppy Mino Black. You always crying about the Bible on your channel. When is Kemet gonna win? The one opportunity y'all had to go viral in the earth and win, y'all left Kevin Hart hanging. And Shaka Utmost, you know what I'm talking about, because when I asked you about it, you tried to divert and make it seem like, well, we shouldn't listen because we don't know if Kevin Hart really said it. He knew the point that I was trying to make. When the conversation of the Egyptians being black people came up, no educational institution of any prestige stood behind they was black people. So whether Kevin Hart said it or not, when it came up if the Egyptians are black or not, y'all folded like a deck of cards. You didn't see one Egyptian Unc outside of none of his comedy shows. Just disgraceful. The one time y'all had to go viral in the earth, y'all flopped. And I can't even count how many times we went viral in the earth. And speaking of Garfield, big orange cat, you've been crying, and I read your little sorry ass book, The Misconception About the Black Hebrew Israelites. That's why the Most High let Ron Dalton's DVD and book top yours on Amazon and go viral in the earth. And Shaka Utmost, I would talk about your book, but your book is still in the penny saver at fucking Walgreens. So when your book becomes relevant, and we'll talk about your book, Mr. I don't read books unless they're written by a PhD scholars, but you ain't got no goddamn PhD scholar. We should judge you based on your own works and not read your book based on what you said. How you been studying for 40 years and you don't know that Tacitus said that the Jews was black? Well, I guess you've been studying for no reason for 40 years. That's a waste of 40 years of studies. You should have did something else with your time. Yeah, and shout out to the 42 laws of booty juice and flies, man. I'm not playing with you dudes no more, man. Shout out to
man. Hey, we're gonna put this on Memorex, right? We're gonna put this on Memorex because Neff, we need y'all to break this thing down. Please, this should be fire. Or they gonna do it, you know, because what they said, science, what to approximate, if I'm saying the word right, meaning they go almost true, but not true. That's what believes.
Hey, Qanath, let's see if they agree. Elder Qanath, let's see if they agree with the science that they about to hang polite with. Let's see if they really down with DNA evidence.
Woo! God damn. Now this is the toughest environment, right? This is a new school of thought. This folk. That's right. Hey, what's the guy name that run the channel over there again? I gotta remember that.
Oh, Poppy Mino Black, aka Sonetta, aka Frankie, whose real name should be Francisco. Him? Yeah, Poppy Mino Black. Come on the panel and defend yourself right now. Get Poppy Mino Black. Get up here. You better do more than play baseball and kiss Elizabeth, the Queen of Spain's ass. Get your ass up here right now. And how could I forget? Shout out to LVP, the least valuable player, Christina Harris. Shout out to him too, because he stayed crying about the Bible all day too. You always talk about the scriptures ordaining slavery, but what about all the African kings that have been having slaves before the Bible ever touched down in Africa? What about the sisters in Dahomey who used to cut Africans' jaws off and have them running around screaming? Let's talk about the slavery that some of these African kings ordained. And shout out to Africa, but we finna deal with the truth on the house of booty juice and flies. I'm for their jugulars, real talk. And I want results. I don't want to hear no, well, we could have won. I want you to show me where the Book of the Dead was the #1 read book on earth. I want you to show me somebody quoting something out of the Book of the Dead that don't know nothing about it. Because I live up here with a bunch of Africans from East Africa, West Africa, and they got the Quran and the Bible in their hands, never even seen the Egyptian Ankh, and they from the motherland. Man, let's go, Poppy Me No Black. Come on up here and defend yourself and defend the laws. Come defend the 42 laws of booty juice and flies right now against Joshua, boy. I feel like catching Goliath in the street and knocking him out for the 2nd time on some King David shit.
Damn right. House of booty juice and flies. Take that. How about that? Oh my gosh. Hey, look, man. Yeah, brother. They not ready. They not ready. This brother's a genius, man. Hey, look, and one thing, now watch this, brothers and sisters. See, sometimes people just talk, right? Sometimes people just talk. But I'm going to show you to be a genius, right, which his brother is, right? It runs in his family. Can you tell me how did you grow up? What did your father do? And what did you learn?
So my dad was a microbiologist who studied microbiology at UCLA, and us studying science is a sign that we Jews too, because it talks about the Israelites in the book of Daniel being wise in it, being understanding and wisdom, knowledge, and science. Stop trying to make it seem like the Bible don't stand on science, you bums that don't take the time to read who you're going up against. So even the book of Daniel stands on the fact that we knew science, and my dad was an actual microbiologist who studied microbiology at UCLA. He was also an optical engineer and worked on a special project with JPL because he was an expert at cutting glass, Elder Qanath. So JPL, for those of you who don't know, is Jet Propulsion Laboratory. It's an engineering company that works for NASA. Now, Bobby West, who did you learn from?
Brother, there's nobody in the house of booty juice and flies that that can touch you over there. The champ already proved that. They keep running from her, and they always say about worthy. They not worthy to debate either one of y'all, man. And they not worthy to debate nobody in F.O.P.E. Nobody in F.O.P.E., man. And they all know it. So let them fight each other, bring each other down, you know. But at the end of the day, we know who's the real house of so-called consciousness, right? Who has a new school of thought, right? Who's about their people, right? Black people, right? But we get along with anybody, man, that's nice to us. We don't discriminate over here at F.O.P.E. We don't get down.
And shout out to Africa, and shout out to all the Israelites who have provinces in Africa with these HOK dudes talking tough. They don't even have a tent set up outside of Cairo, Egypt. But we got provinces in Tanzania, and we in Dimona. Man, Poppy Me No Black, you've been getting all that donation money, and you sow Africa this and Africa that. Why you ain't got no house over there? When you gonna get up and go over there? Mr. Pro Motherland? Man, and for those of y'all who don't know why I'm calling Jabario Sassi groundskeeper Willie off The Simpsons, because even though he wants to be an Egyptian priest and a Kemetic priest, his genealogy goes back to a black family in Scotland. This boy is a black European. He's the leprechaun on the Lucky Charms box. Whew. So why don't you get magically delicious and keep it pushing on Sassy and take that unk off and get you a kilt and some bagpipes? Man, let's get it.
And look, we say Saul say he wasn't black, but he ain't acting black, you know. So yeah, shots fired.
I'm gonna start calling him Bobby from Scotland.
All right, man. Yeah, the brother, you know, we've been talking for some time. Y'all know the brother. It's some things he's going to bring out. You know, they just not ready, man. You know, and like I said, they'll already destroy him. You're just going to put him to bed, you know, and pull the whole heart out, man. That's what need to happen, you know, and it ain't going to happen how they want it to happen, you know, but it is what it is, man. I'm glad you came on here, brother. Both of y'all, man. Hey, look, there's always folk time with us, man. So back to let me ask you. You know, the topic was on these brothers you know, talking about you can rape. Me and Shawsham and King Junet, we'd already broke this stuff down that you can't be going around raping no woman, no war, anything else, man. The Most High don't condone that, and we proved it. We're gonna prove it again. So what you think about these brothers, man, agreeing with the adversary? Talk about you can rape. Most High said you go out there and rape right against somebody.
They remind me of the Israelites in the book of Maccabee who said, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen, for since we have gotten away from them, we have had much sorrow. They remind me of the same sellout niggas that ran with the Greeks and Romans against us. Real shit, Elder Qanath. And they should be ashamed of themselves. And I know Sonetta identifies with being black. Whoever that little bum is in the chat talking about that's corny, tell Poppy No Black to get up here and defend itself. See, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all, the Book of the Dead is not even in the top 1,000 read books on earth. The Bible is the #1 read book on earth. I've never had anybody come up to me and say, y'all are the ancient people of Nubia or Kemet, but I've had East Africans, West Africans, so-called white people, and even Chinese people come up and tell me we know that blacks are the real Jews that the Bible speaks of. So when are you going to be mistaken for an Egyptian? Shaka Utmost, Poppy Me No Black, Groundskeeper Willie, LVP Christina. When are y'all going to get mistaken for Egyptians? Because I've had people of all the races acknowledge that we Israelites. See, y'all mad because the Most High let Ron Dalton's DVD go viral in the earth. He shitted on you, Garfield. Your little book, The Misconception of the Black Hebrew Israelites. Ron Dalton, Hebrews to Negroes, shitted on that. And Shaka Utmost, you had the audacity to talk bad about that brother's DVD when your book ain't made it out the fucking penny saver section in Walgreens yet. So how you gonna talk tough? Nigga, your book ain't even made it out the penny saver section.
Well, according to them scholars, they would never look at it as a black man and mistake him as being a damn Egyptian because they think they're wide.
Right. The top Egyptologists on earth said Nubia ain't got nothing to do with the foundation of Egypt. And if it's source up or shut up, then I guess you guys got to shut up if Dr. Hawass is my source, who's recognized by the whole earth. So I would have to be showing favoritism to black people to believe y'all over that. But see, you want me to use common sense when it comes to the Egyptians, but you got a hard time admitting that Israel is black. Even though Tacitus, who's a Roman historian who was recording history, Jabari, you call yourself a historian. How could you not agree with Tacitus and call yourself a historian? He was recording history before your daddy's daddy was even alive. So you are not a historian compared to Tacitus. He is recognized worldwide as a historian. Bro, you're not even a white belt in karate. You somebody looking outside the dojo that want to sign up but don't got the $59.98 to pay a month. Bro, you ain't even a student yet.
Yes, sir.
And get up here, groundskeeper Willie, and defend yourself too. Shaka Doodoo, you can come up here. Garfield, the big orange cat, can come up here and defend himself. Poppy Me No Black, you can get your ass up in here. And Unc West, aka Blank Man, with a Radio Shack radio glued to a basket, you fake scientist, get your ass in here too right now.
Damn, bro, they not gonna do it. They gonna all stay in the hole, tucked up under Poppy Me No Black, because they know if they step out, they're gonna get crucified. They know it. You know, like the sister brought out one day that Shaka Nomos was gonna come on her channel and talk, but Poppy Me No Black, you know, told him he can't do it. From my understanding, you know, he can't come out and talk, can't come out and play. You know, this Nepal can't go out nowhere, you know, without Sonetta holding her hand. But when she mad, she'll go out. You know, but any other time, nah, man. Yeah, bro, they don't stand a chance in hell, bro. They don't. I already know what you're studying on and everything. So I know you don't want to release that, but and when you put that on them, that's gonna be a
They're gonna have to walk the walk. They're gonna have to walk the walk in that day, huh? Remember what I told you I'm gonna make them do? They're gonna have to speak all of them languages. I'm gonna be fluent in all that stuff, Elder Qanath. I be sending you pictures of the work that I'm working on, right? They don't realize what I'm doing right now, but I'm gonna ask them to speak that metaneta, and I'm gonna understand it too. So I'm gonna be able to tell if they really speaking it or not. I'm gonna ask them to speak some of this stuff they talking, and all of this. We pro Africa, this and that, and shout out to the motherland. But y'all not really with that African life. Some African tribes allow cows to piss on their head and take baths in the piss and drink the piss. Poppy Me No Black. You want to fly to Africa and do it? Your Israelite brother will do it with you if you down. If you down to rock with the Watusis and really get it, I'll go over there with you right now and do it. But I know your scary ass ain't down with no real African spirituality, because y'all over there fronting.
No doubt. And my brother JG, yeah, I know you. I think you follow sometime. Listen what you just said. You said Greeks describe the Egyptians, right, as burnt face. Listen, they don't pay attention to the Greeks. That's for one thing, right? But the scholars that they pay attention to, only when it fits them. Only when it fits them. That's when they pay attention to them. Their scholars, right, that they follow, and that's in America and different places, say the Egyptians are white, even in their movies and everything else, right? They teach that in school. Even when you open up a book in school, a lot of times you see white people as Egyptians.
That's a fact.
So
Cambridge,
I mean, so
Oxford,
they teach it. Yeah.
Stanford, all the prestigious educational institutions on earth. When Kevin Hart said what he said about Egypt being black, all them educational institutions, on top of you coward ass, booty juice and fly ass niggas, left him hanging. Yes, you did. But when Kyrie Irving came out and said we the Israelites, as much as I disagree with Bishop Nathaniel, it was 1,000 Israelites outside of the Barclays Center. We was 1,000 deep set up for Kyrie Irving.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I like that when I saw it. I really did. I like that when I saw it. I was like,
we showed up 1,000 deep for Kyrie Irving. Couldn't get two Egyptian
I won't say I was proud of One West, but I was proud of that order, man. That it really made us. It didn't leave him alone, because he already knew the power.
They can't get 1,000 niggas to believe in that booty juice and fly garbage, let alone show up organized.
Hey, you don't mind me saying something about that, because for me, with a lot of these conscious and Kemet dudes following them for the last 12 or 13 years that I've been watching them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what irritates me about them is that they never address. They talk about Africa and all this other goofy shit, but yes, you had Mansa Musa and his empire. You had different empires, that was ruled by our people that over there in Africa, but they never talk about the Byzantine Empire. They never talk about the Celts. They never talk about those men. They're talking about the Greeks, saying that the Egyptians were black. Well, shit, the Greeks were black too prior to the Macedonians coming in the 3rd century. You know what I'm saying? What's up with these goofy ass niggas always talking about goddamn Africa? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many damn books to show you that there was Negroid or black people all throughout other parts of the Mediterranean, other parts of like Asia Minor.
All over the world, brother.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is up with this Africa shit? Well, and then when you show these goofy ass, bus ass, simple ass niggas that think that they have scholarship, right? Like books that cost thousands of dollars. You understand? I have some in my fucking library. Excuse my language.
Salakia, Gad. Sharsham, keep that comment up there so I can address it. Go ahead, Gad.
Yeah. I'm gonna be quick with it. These guys never address that, and when they see it, it goes out one ear and out the other. It's like, okay, what about these black people? You keep pointing at Kemet and Egypt. Well, if you go look at Egypt and Kemet, we got our own scholar. What's his name? Josephus. He tells you that the Kemet was plagiarized got a lot of this stuff from Abram, or Abraham, however which way you want to say his name. Our forefather's name, and they took a lot of their science from what would they call it? The Chaldeans, which are the Babylonians. So how come they don't talk about anything outside of fucking Egypt or Africa? When black people was all around the world creating different empires all throughout the world, man. In particular, Europe.
Oh, don't get to talking about them dark age images of the real Jews of antiquity that Vladimir Putin got all in his churches, because then they're going to start really tap dancing, because the art don't lie. I'm an artist myself. I paint, draw, and sculpt. Those are real images of the Jews that they have. Them Dark Age images, those are real authentic paintings. But let me address what this bum JG said, right? I just mentioned that it doesn't matter if Kevin Hart said it or not. When the conversation came up in the earth that the Egyptians was black, I didn't see the House of Consciousness out there saying nothing. I didn't see Princeton. I didn't see Yale. I didn't see Cambridge. And Dr. Hawass, who was the most recognized Egyptologist on earth, said Kemet wasn't black. So when it was time to put up or shut up, the one little simple time the Most High gave you bums to go viral in the earth, you couldn't even do it. Because we done been on CNN. They was talking about Hebrews to Negroes on ESPN, literally. The only time y'all win a discussion or an argument is on the Booty Juice and Fly Network, aka Sonetta TV. Poppy Me No Black is the only person letting y'all win a conversation concerning that. But in real life, y'all lost before y'all started with us. Y'all have never beat us in real life. We've been on CNN, Fox News, ESPN. Ron Dalton's DVD went viral in the earth after Kanye West and Kyrie Irving said what they said. Y'all have never ever beat us. Never. Man, if I walk up and down the street tomorrow and ask people, can you quote one verse out of the Book of the Dead? They probably couldn't do it to save their damn life. And I could ask all the East and West Africans up here to do it, and they can't do it because they got the Quran and the Bible in their hand. Y'all lost.
Hey, watch
Take
this,
it on the
brother.
chin.
You said something powerful. You said they never beat us. Now watch this. I'm not just going to talk about Israelites. I'm just going to talk about believers in the Bible, whatever nationality you want to say, right? But let me start out with the so-called Israelites. All the way back, man, with some of y'all just starting to learn. But I remember Sabak beating the Shem. You can remember, who was it? The Nubians. He crushed them, right? Way before Tazariak, them guys been beating the hell out of House of Conscience, right? I look with Zion Lex, beat the hell out of House of Conscience, right? Beat the hell out of him, beat Jabari, right? We already know what Natalia did and wiped them up, right? Like I said, Tazariak wiped them up, right? Christina wiped them up, right? You got people who are even Muslim, right? Wiped them up because they quote the Bible. They get the scriptures that fits them, wiped them up. The Christians right now is kicking Kemet ass. Where's the Kemet churches? Now I've seen a few, I ain't gonna sound weird, I'm gonna take that back. I've seen a few, right? But y'all ain't beat Christianity. I done seen Christians beat the hell out of y'all. Shit, Scientology beat y'all.
Hey,
so
Elder Qanath, not to cut you off. Not to cut you off, but do you know Tazariak was showing images that were so embarrassing and grotesque out of Egypt that Garfield wouldn't even let him post them on his page?
Damn.
Garfield didn't even want to let the images be seen. It was so embarrassing.
Hey, no, there was one where I forget who it was, where they were showing the one hieroglyph for the one pharaoh sucking on his own rod, man, giving himself fellatio, and the dude was like, well, of course, in modern times, I mean, if you look at that, yeah, it would look homosexual, but back then
Me No Black, explain that. Come up here and tap dance and try to explain it as being mythological, like I watch you tap dance on ice with Disney when that comes out, boy. Poppy Me No Black, get your ass up here and explain yourself right now. And you tell the truth about the image, goddammit.
Swore there was something you wanted to comment about, because you talk about the Greeks are white. Before you comment, whether you believe Esau white or not, right? But let's say you believe Esau white. Now, if Esau white, in the scriptures, it said the Israelites was running from the Babylonians, right? And they ran into the land of Edom, right? And the doctrine is we run because people look like us, like we ran down to Egypt. That's the teaching on the street. Well, we went down to Egypt to hide, to blend in. You can't hide, if Christ was white, he can't hide in Africa. If Moses was white, he couldn't hide in Africa, right? So you said the Greeks are white. You got Greeks are black, Babylonians were black. I don't get it. You don't know anything about the Moors, but go ahead, Doc. You can go ahead and answer on that if you want. Either
There
way.
are Greeks that have the surname Niger. When you look up in ecclesiastical literature at the library that goes back to 1867, it mentions the surname Niger that Barnabas and Simeon had. And it also talked about how it does refer to his complexion. It ain't white people doing blackface. Garfield, the big orange cat with your flea collar on, and you done been vaccinated. Boy, get them goddamn fleas off my rug right now. It ain't talking about no white people doing blackface, you dummy. It says that the name Niger was common among the Romans, meaning it was a lot of black people in Rome, dummy. How do we know this? Because there's a prominent Roman Empire emperor by the name of Septimius Severus that is known throughout history as a black Roman emperor. He was a Negro king of Rome. He wasn't the only nigga in Greece and Rome, dummy. So we know it was Greeks and Romans that had the surname Niger. And I got the source for you, no problem.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, if you go all the way back, Clatius Niger or Clatius the Black, which was what's his name, Alexander the Great's foremost general. Before the four generals, his foremost general was Clatius Niger. All right, there's other guys, Aquilus Niger, what's his name, Bruttius. I mean, there's different people with that surname. You understand that name?
Famous black people in Greece and in Rome. Gad, that ecclesiastical literature that I looked in at the library downtown, at the Central Library, it said that that surname Niger, which is where Negro comes from, it said it was common among the Romans, meaning it was a lot of Romans that was black.
Yeah. Yeah, because see, and you know what, this is how you know these so-called conscious guys, man. They talk about, oh well, you know, I'm being conscious, I'm waking up. No, you're not. You believe in the same system or the same curriculum that was taught to you in school, that everything over there in Rome and Greece was white. That's not the case, man. That's only the case with Imperial Rome, and that's only the case after the Macedonians took over the known world of Greece. Prior to that, like the Spartans, the Athenians, all right, the war of the Peloponnesian War that was fought in the Mediterranean Sea, that was Negroes, that was black people that was engaging in those wars, and other different people of color, man. You understand? Like, these guys don't understand history because they're looking at it from the lens of the so-called white man. Or at least the way the white man has taught them, you know? I mean, let me, real quick, because he's sitting up here saying, let me flip my camera over. You got this book right here, Blacks in Antiquity, right? And this is going into Blacks in Antiquity by Frank M. Snowden, Ethiopians in the Greco-Roman experience. And we know that the term Ethiopian is just speaking of people of a darker complexion.
It means burnt face. That's what they called the children of Ham and Shem. And I got the rabbinical writings of a rabbi talking about how Shem and Ham were black. It says Shem was black and comely, and it says Ham was black and dark like a raven. I got rabbinical writings where they admit that Shem was a black man. Man, let's go. I got the sources. Let's go. Source up or shut up, booty juice and flies. Let's get it.
Right, man. And look, this is, and you know that movie Troy, right? Now, if you're looking at it from the eyes of a simple ass black back to Africa conscious nigga, right? You're gonna think that war with the Trojans and with Agamemnon and that whole little war with Troy or whatever, you would think that those, from their standpoint, those are all white people. Well, this is Agamemnon right here. So look, this is off of page 44, 45 or whatever. This is so it says Negro and it says Memnon in two Amazons in scene black figure neck amphora and detail of Negro mid 6th century BC, and this is the antiquity of it. This is what the soldier looked like. All right. Like, come on, man! You gonna sit up here and say the Greeks weren't black? Well, they look black to me. I don't know about that fool, but these guys look black to me.
But see, Gad, that's them obfuscating from to call yourself a Greek or a Roman is just a citizenship in a place. Being a Greek or a Roman was never one particular race. That's poor scholarship if you believe that. And I'm an Israelite that rocks for faith. I don't give a damn what the scholars said. But on some scholarship, that's poor scholarship if you're not apt enough to know that the word Greek and Roman refers to a citizenship, not a place, because the Israelites are called black in the Bible, but Paul will tell you he was a Roman. It's not hard, family.
No, it's simple. I I could just skim through all this stuff, like, you know, and then they'll sit up here and say, well, you know, the Jews, they weren't real. Well, you know what? The term Hellenistic right here, or Hellenist, refers to what? A converted, you know, of course, it can mean, you know, it can refer to somebody that's a converted Greek or Hellen, right? Because that's the Greek word for it, but it also refers to Jews that were turned into Greeks. All right. And that's what you see right here.
Like, cut. And let me speak on that a little bit about that word, Hellene and Hellenista, right? So Hellene and Hellenista could be referring to an Israelite that speaks Greek, that follows Greek customs. And let me tell you something else. I have a dictionary from 1878. It's called the Bible Dictionary, 600 engravings, and it has the definition of the word Gentiles, the Hebrew word goy. Guess what the first part of the definition says, Gad?
Let me guess. It says those that were Israelites that were converted into Greeks.
It says, and this is the word goy. This is not the word Hellene. Booty juice and flies. Pay attention, you bums. That's why you don't know what the Bible's talking about, Sonetta, when it says there is no Jew, no Greek, you dummy. The word goy can even be applicable to the Israelites. That was the Hebrew word goy that I have the definition of in that Bible. It was talking about first how it can apply to the Israelites first. And then it mentioned that it meant nations or something else. But the first part of the definition of the word goy in that dictionary mentions that it's applicable to the Israelites. And I got the source, no problem.
Man, I would love to see that source, man, because
I'm gonna have to send it to you. I think I might have sent it to Sharsham, actually, to that email address when I first started coming on F.O.P.E, because when I talked about that definition, Sham wanted the book immediately. So I sent him a picture of what that book is called.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he might have it. Just send it again. Send it to me too on
It's called 600 Engravings of the Bible Dictionary, Volume 1, right? And it has the definition of Gentile in it, not Hellene or Hellenista, which means Greek-speaking Jew, but the definition goy, which means heathen or non-Israelite. And it explains to people how it could be applicable to the Israelites. So like the brother who came on arguing that Ruth wasn't an Israelite, right? Because he saw that Gentile that says goy, he doesn't realize that that could still apply to the Israelites. And Ruth is mentioned with a word that's only applicable to the Israelites, which is virtuous. It's a lot clues that point to Ruth actually being an Israelite, but he thought he had something, Qanath, because of that word goy. That can also apply to us too.
No doubt. You want to say something else, Gad?
Oh no, I was going to say something about Ruth. Well, you know, a lot of Israelites believe that she is a Gentile because they say, oh well, she's they mention her as being Moab, but when you understand the conquest that happened prior to the time of Ruth, you would understand that those areas between Reuben, Gad, and I think Manasseh, or those areas between Ammon and Moab and whatnot, those areas were conquered. So of course, then it goes back to the citizenship aspect, right? So citizenship wise, or where she was at, she would be referred to as a Moabite because that's how they would identify people, you know, but she was an Israelite. I mean, it's like, why would the Most High allow why would the scriptures even speak on a heathen like that from that standpoint of putting a book of that person if that person was not an Israelite? Like that right there should tell you something right there. But You know, it's more to do with history and scholarship that a lot of these guys lack, even amongst the Israelite community when it comes to that standpoint.
Fine. Hey, you know what else is in that dictionary, Qanath, that talks about the actual definition of Gentile and how it can be applicable to the Israelites? The Hebrew word goy. You know what else is in there? The actual definition of church. Guess what that really means?
Bring it out.
It means the calling out of niggas. If I could just get right to the point. The calling out of the people of Israel is the original meaning and fundamental definition of church. So the people of the Lord are the actual church. I got that same definition. It talks about how in the Septuagint it means calling out of the people of Israel. So technically, if you're not, technically, if you're not an Israelite, you ain't the church.
Oh shit!
I got it.
It's the calling out of the people of Israel.
I've never heard. I mean, maybe I have it. I don't never. Shay, you ever heard that? I don't never remember hearing that right there. My goodness.
Nah. What book that's sense-worthy?
It's a dictionary called 600 Engravings, the Bible Dictionary, and it was published in 1878. It has the definition of Gentile in there, and it's goy. It's the Hebrew word that means heathen, right? It talks about how that's applicable to the Israelites. Say it again, Shem.
Where you get that dictionary from?
You know that application that be on your phone is called Google Playbook.
Yeah.
When I first came into the truth, I couldn't afford a Zondervan Bible dictionary, right? At that moment, I didn't have the money to buy it, right? So I was scrolling through these free dictionaries that would show up on that app, right? And sure enough, the Most High had me run across that dictionary that talks about the word goy being applicable to the Israelites in some context, right? And it also had the definition of church. And it talked about how it originally came from the Septuagint, and it means calling out of the people of Israel. So if I could say it in ghetto lame terms, the church is niggas.
Yeah, I wanna find see if I get a hard copy of that book.
No doubt.
It's called the 600.
It's sold in London for like $130 something. You can actually get volume 1 and 2.
And what's the name of it again? One more time.
It's called 600 Engravings, the Bible Dictionary, and I got a screen. Okay. I'm gonna screenshot a picture of it and text it to Qanath, or I'll send it to the email address because I downloaded it from the Google Playbook, because you can just download free Bible dictionary, right? And dictionaries from like the 1800s, the 1700s will show up, and then there's also another website called Internet Archives, where I found a book that talks about a dude named Gilbert Haven who went to Israel in the 1800s, and he said that the Israelites that he saw over there looked like the bright brown mulattoes. The bright brown mulattoes look like me, you, and Qanath. Literally, if you Google a picture, if you do research and find out an original painting of what the bright brown mulatto looked like, he also said that the Israelites he saw in Israel looked like the black people that was in slavery in the South in America. You cannot make this shit up.
Wow, but yeah, don't give out no more Jews, goddamn, because the powers be might try to take that shit. We can't get it. Send me that in my inbox, and I guess you can send to Sham too. I'm
gonna screenshot a picture of the cover of the book, and then but the physical book can still be bought too. But I will send you an actual screenshot of the cover of the book that has the name of it, the person who wrote it, and the year it was published.
And the other site too. You just text that to the other site.
Oh yeah.
So I can try to find.
And that site is heavy, man. That site, if you search deep enough on that site, you'll find sources in other languages, because sometimes you have to translate things from French or from Irish, all of those European languages where the Israelites in the Dark Ages lived. If you go through those books and translate the languages, you will find sources that prove we are the real Jews. See, this is real.
How many languages you studying? How many languages you studying on, or you know? I'm not
right now. I'm studying the Proto. It's called the Proto-Canaanite or the Proto-Semitic.
Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Right now, I'm studying what's called the Proto-Canaanite or the Proto-Semitic. I'm studying the Aramaic, the Aramaic. I'm studying the Imperial Aramaic, and I'm also studying what's called the Sanskrit Aramaic. I'm studying what they call the Metaneta, which is the ancient Egyptian language right now. And I'm also studying the Hebrew, I'm studying the Greek, and I'm studying the Arabic, because there are some sources in Timbuktu that describe the Israelites as being black people.
And how many language you can speak? Some of it you can speak.
Like, for example, I can speak some Hebrew, some Greek, and some Latin. Like in duo un has eklektos is put on therefore as the elect. And that's an example of speaking tongues. When you say it in one language, like if I say in duo un has eklektos, right? Most people don't know what I'm saying. So Paul said you have to say it in the language that they can understand. So basically, family, I'm saying put on therefore as the elect of God. Or like, for example, Reshith, Baraf, Elohim, Et Shemayim, Et Eres. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. That's an example of speaking tongues. So when these bums have to really debate me, you better be able to speak that ancient Metaneta, because I'm going to be speaking that plus 10 other languages on your ass. So I'm going to walk the walk. I'm not going to be talking the talk out here, and I can't walk the walk. You niggas going to have to speak these languages you're talking about.
I'm so glad this brother all about getting the truth out before our people edification. Man, thank you, Lord. Send somebody, man, who want to learn. That's what I like. Want to learn, and then that's very meek and humble. And we don't always have to agree on everything, you know. But just being meek and humble, and then let iron sharpen iron, you know. And I'm sure you ain't got to do it, but I'm sure the brother speaks some languages of today also, you know. And I've been knowing this. I'm just having the brother. Letting y'all hear some of it, you know, because we've been talking. Well, you want to finish up?
I understand what the brother is saying in the chat. Man, peace and love to Africa, but I got to be honest with y'all, Israel. I've lived around East and West Africans for a long time. I do not deny the fact that Israelites are Africans, but I am caught up in a diaspora war right now. So Joshua really wasn't dealing with Ham like that, King. We got Israelites in the Bible that really wasn't rocking with Ham like that. I don't have no disrespect or no ill wills towards people on the land or on the continent that ain't got a problem with me, but I have been a part of the diaspora wars, and I'm currently still involved in that. So this is not me speaking for F.O.P.E. This is just me talking as a man, brother. I understand what you're saying, King. I acknowledge that we are Africans, but right now I'm not playing no games with HOK. I'm coming for the jugular, straight up.
Yeah, you heard it. I feel you on that. You know, yeah.
What was I gonna say? As far as a lot of those definitions, like, so is it so these dictionaries, or in a lot of the sources, these are from the 1800s, right?
You can find dictionaries as far back as the 1400s with the Google Play app, right? But on the Internet Archives, some of their dictionaries go back as far as the 1400s. Like, there's a book that talks about the Secretary of State of Spain being tall, a black man, like a Spaniard or a Jew. And you can even find dictionaries that will show you that the words Spaniard, Jew, and Negro were all interchangeable. So I know they think we don't be over here studying, but like I said, y'all gonna have to walk the walk and talk the talk when it's really time to come box with Swarthy. It's gonna get real for you, I'm telling you.
And you know what? When you have people that's studying like this, because I guess it's the only time I get quiet, man, when somebody starts talking like this. But when you have somebody that talk the way you talk, a lot of times you go over there, man, and if somebody favoring somebody, nobody will never get a chance to hear it. I'm just going to be 100 about it, you know, never get a chance to hear it, you know. And this brother been telling me some stuff deeper than this in our private conversations, you know, but it's going to be interesting, you know, interesting. And I think truth be told, just like I was telling Naphtali, and I was told this by Malachi Maccabees about 3 years ago. He said, Qanath. I said, what's up? Actually, he said, Elder Qanath, or sometimes he say Qanath. He said, man, y'all need to take this, man, academia, you know, take this to some colleges. And Sham and I in that same bookstore was getting books, and we met a scholar, and he wanted us to teach at Howard University, you know. So some of the stuff we bringing out, man, we got to take it to another level, because I don't think a lot of these guys in the conscious community even worthy of our studies, because we study on our own, and a lot of them just learning from others and regurgitating, and just not willing to open their ear. But again, I'll let you go ahead and say something, finish up. Then I'm gonna let Swarty get the last word, or Sham, you want to keep it going, because I'm getting tired. Go ahead, Gad.
No, I'm already in bed. I'm ready to go to sleep.
Okay, go ahead, Gad.
Yeah. So just to recap, because I saw that you guys went live earlier, but I was just sitting at the house chilling. So just getting back to the title of the live stream. What went on with Maharawchaa? Maharawchaa.
Well, he believed in pardon believe. He believed in the rape doctrine. We don't believe in that shit.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Really? Shit. What? So was he teaching this on Soneta's platform or something? Or
he don't know how to teach it. He just try to use the same quotes they use. I'm gonna tell you the funny thing about it, brother. We brought this out years ago, and he recognized we was right about the different Hebrew words, and it's not rape. You can't just rape, blah blah blah. He agreed, and then he went back on Soneta's show not too long ago, and he got indoctrinated. So I mean, it is what it is.
Okay.
But we're gonna do we're gonna try to do another class on it next week. I hope we'll be able to do it. If not, then I'm out of town right now. So yep. Well, you get the last word, Gad, then that's the last word, man, and we out of here.
That's all I wanted to ask.
No doubt. Thanks for coming on. Swarthy. What's up, bless? What's good?
Hey, family, I just wanted to say, hey, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Family, I just wanted to say all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahawashi. I've been very humble for a long time. I've been very respectful of the House of Consciousness. I've been very respectful of Africa. I have always identified as an African, even before finding out we Israelites. Judah Redemption, I understand your frustration, but I'm in the field with people saying that we are not Africans, and I am heavy in a diaspora war right now. And you trying to say that the Bible never told us to hate any nation or race of people, not even the Edomites, brother. Just because the Most High hates Esau, he never told us to hate anybody. So I agree with you on that. But if you really want to force my hand, the Bible does say ye Ethiopians shall be slain by my sword. So it's some Hamites that's going to get smoked from the Most High, bro, if you really want to force my hand like that. So don't have that vibration and the spirit of the same Israelites that it talks about in the book of Maccabees that want to make covenants with the heathens. Right now, I'm at war with Cush. I'm not saying all the other Israelites got to be at war with him with me, but right now I am at war with Cush because I live around Hamites for real. So I understand what you're saying, King, but right now I'm rocking with Joshua and his state of mind right now. I'm not playing no games with the House of Consciousness. I'm not playing no games with Ham, and I'm tired of them talking bad about the Bible when the Bible's the #1 read book on earth, and they have never ever beat us ever. The only time they even look like they winning is on Poppy Mino Black's channel, and I'm tired of that. So right now I'm on the war path with the House of Consciousness. I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you, King. Right, and Israel, please forgive me because I'm definitely not dealing humble right now, right? But I'm going for the jugular when it comes to them. So shalom, peace and grace, family, and I'm gonna land my plane right there.
No doubt. Most High bless the comment section. You too, brother. My DC brother. But yeah, Most High bless everybody in the comment section, man. Mother phone going kind of dead, so it's hard for me to see everybody. And I'm not gonna give everybody a shout out. Most High bless, love all y'all for tuning in. And all the people that didn't comment, Most High bless you, and all the haters, thanks for tuning in. I'm not gonna say bless you, I just say thanks for tuning in. So with that, we got some stuff coming up next week. Most High will probably tomorrow too, So
Yo, Q,
shout out.
when you get back, it's me, JT.
Oh, okay, JT. No, go ahead, JT.
I'm gonna say something quick. When you go,
Shalom, JT.
Yeah, Shalom. What's up, man? Yo, get when you pass through Baltimore, get the book because Sham got the book.
No doubt.
All right.
No doubt. All right. Yeah, so Most High bless everybody, man. So hey, Sham, man, you can go ahead, bro. I'm tired. Shout out to everybody. Shalom.
Hold on, Qanath. I think this brother wanted to come on the show for a while. Shalom, Mark.
Shalom, bro.
Who is it? Can't see.
He been trying to come on the show for a minute, I
I
believe.
can't see the name. Who's the name? I can't see it on my phone.
Qanath. I think he our Facebook friend.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, brother. Most I bless. Say your name for us so everybody can hear you.
Kawama.
Okay, brother. Most I bless. I see what you're talking about.
Most I bless. I'm new to this, man, and I'm all over the place right now. So bear with me and give me a minute.
All right, no doubt. Shan, can we turn the camera off or
my camera?
I mean your camera. Yeah, you can turn it off.
Oh, okay.
Peace and blessings. Can I be heard?
Shalom, Mark. What's going on?
Shalom alaikum. Yeah, man, I just wanted to jump on real quick, man, and you know what I'm saying? Love the lecture y'all just put forth. I just want to speak on real quick, man, how the brother just brought out about how Spain can be. Well, pardon me, my GPS is on. Anyway, how the brother spoke on how a Jew or Spaniard or Spain can be interchangeable. You know what I mean? Like that's why I go hard when I hear people say, "Oh, you know, the Spanish is white, who's that the third?" But when you actually look into history, that was us that created that laid flag on that piece of land and called it Spain. You know, so I just wanted to give it up to the brother for that. And that's pretty much it, man. Peace and blessings. Love the information, man. I appreciate y'all bringing that out.
Oh, no doubt, bro. You ain't got to go. Thanks for that. You know, thanks for that, man. That brother, yeah, they be studying, man. You know, and sometimes they bring out stuff that other people know that can't get out. So, you know, he made you come on because you was like, hey, I agree with him on that. You know, you done some study on that, obviously. So if you had some information one day, man, you want to bring out that that you feel like it's not being brought out, man, just tap in. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. I appreciate that. I most definitely will.
No doubt. All right, my other brother, I can't see the names on my phone. You want to say something again, brother?
He said he was trying to do something, but no.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like I said, I can stay for another 15 minutes. 15,
okay.
20 minutes.
All right. Brother, you want to go in on that a little bit? You said you had some understanding on the same thing?
Well, yeah. So like when we talk about Christopher Columbus, which that's not really his name, but when he came over here with Moors. Like when you actually look at the history of Christopher Columbus, right? He didn't come over here looking for no slaves. It had nothing to do about anything but what his teacher had left some information about gold. And when he came over here searching for that treasure, right? It was Moors that was on that boat with him. In fact, in a book called Jewish Pirates of the Caribbean, it states in the book that even Christopher Columbus' brother that was on the voyage with him, they were called Moors. You know what I mean? Because they ended up going to war with with the conquistadors or whatnot, because they was looking for them and the treasure that he was looking for or whatever. But anyway, it was Moors that was on that boat, and they was called Moriscos. Moriscos is basically who were Jews that openly practice Catholicism or Christianity. I don't really like saying Christianity. I rather prefer to it as Catholicism. But anyway, a Morisco is one who openly practice Christianity, but when they go behind closed doors, they still practice the faith of their forefathers. You know what I'm saying? What they call Judaism, or however you want to, however they want to categorize that. But they practice the faith on the inside. And these were Moors, and they came with Christopher Columbus. So that's why I say too, when we talk about the West Europeans that came from England, came from Ireland, a lot of them was us, because when you look at the history of where a lot of Judeans fled from Rome, they went into Spain, they went into Portugal, they went into Ireland, they went into Britain. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's I forget the author's name, but they talk about the lost 10 tribes being in all these Western Europe countries. But it makes sense to a degree, because we know that the Judeans fled into these countries. You see what I'm saying? So not everybody, not all of us came on slave ships. A lot of us, been over here from the time of Timbuktu, because we know that the Timbuktu Empire, the Damali Empire, and the 6 other empires, the rulers were all Judeans, right? Or Israelites, Judites, you see? And so, yeah, we've been over here. Like, when you look from the East Coast all the way down to the South, right? Parts of like Texas or something like that. When you look, that's where a lot of our peoples came from. And these are the shores that those who came over here hit. They hit the East Coast, you know what I'm saying, down to the South. You feel me? So not everybody came over here as slaves. A lot of us was over here as freemen. You see? And that's the whole point of them blackballing us, because we all know that black and white is a social construct. You feel me? So they blackballed us from a lot of these things, because they know that our ancestors, from 100 years ago, got tricked out of their land, a lot of farmland. Like my family, my grandfather, I learned some years back that my grandfather came with his mothers from the islands. They was from the West Indies. And my cousin, she laughed at me, because she like, we ain't come over here as no slaves. We came from the islands. But guess what she say though? She say, oh, that makes sense that we Hebrew Israelites, because our grandfather, he spoke Aramaic and Arabic and Hebrew. So my grandfather knew the language. When I was growing up, my father told me that when I turned 12, all the sins or transgressions will fall on me. We know that today as to be a bar mitzvah. Also, if it was, my father was the first one. My father told me when I was 8, he said, so anyway, I say all that to say this, is that some of us was over here as freemen. We were not slaves far as on boats. Even when you look at the 1619, they tell you that the first 20 quote unquote slaves came over here as servants. They didn't come over here as slaves. They came over here looking for work. You see what I'm saying? But that's just a little bit I got now, man. I'm on the job right now. I'm about to get ready to hop out and get ready to drop this empty. But I just wanted to come on, man. And man, the brother was hitting a lot of key points. I'm like, man, that information. I've been led to believe so. I never came into this walk knowing anything about One West. Matter of fact, Sharshan, me and you probably been this about the same amount of years. I was in Lee County, F.O.P.E, Lee County, 2011, like around August, you see. And the teachers that we were learning up under was Benami. So we knew about, you know, the transatlantic slave trade, and you know, they talked about a lot amongst all of us. Man, that somebody start the conversation, because again, like I say, my family, you know, we don't know anything about being slaves, come up here as slaves. You feel me? And again, like my grandpa, hold on, give me 1 second.
Damn shit keep cutting out. My family reunion on my mother's side is this Saturday, Qanath. I was thinking about going, but I don't know if I should go. I wanted to go meet a lot of them. I don't know majority of them. I got a big ass family on my mom's side, but I was going to ask them some family history, so I might still show up.
Yo, I would say go, bro. I'll go every chance I get, just so I can at least talk to the family, man, and spread some type of truth, man. Plant seeds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I know my
But
mom told me
yeah,
that I have we got Native American Indian on her side, but not Mongoloid, just black natives. I think Blackfoot or one of those tribes on my mom's side.
my father came over here to the Americas. They was in Carolina, you know. So my auntie, who mother was born in 1920, right? So anyway, my aunt Louisdale, she's older than him by a couple years, but she used to tell us like, yeah, you know, we Gullah Geechee, we, you know, and then we talk about Irish heritage. You feel me? Like that's why I was saying, like, yo, when the brothers was talking about, you know, Ireland, you know, like man, some of them was us for real. Like, all that's true, bro. It's definitely true. Even on the native side, you know, my grandmother, which is my grandfather's wife, her mother is a Cherokee. You see, and I seen a picture of my great grandmother. You know, black and white. You know, she got the long black two pony. You know, the two braids. You know, smooth. I don't know how dark her skin was, but she was definitely black, like tar
Mm-hmm.
black. You know, she was a shiny black. You know, she was tar. But so yeah, man, like all that's really in our genetics, man. Like we just a mix. But you know, we Negroes, and
Yeah.
again, right? And when you look at you know, when they talk about Spain and all that, talking about you know, Moriscos and things of that nature, the Moors, like, yo, man, that's a real thing. Like, man, Spain come from the word Safar, you know what I'm saying? Which is a Hebrew word, you feel me? That's our country, Iberia. You know, like these are the lands that our peoples ran to. We were fleeing out of Rome due to their strict laws and rules. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that was like 3rd century CE or somewhere around there. You feel me? So yeah, like man, all of it is us, man. All of it is us, man. You know, when it comes to that information, man, you really can't deny it. Like I got uh uh uh, uh downloads of passages that came out of a lot of these old books, how they talk about how the Jewish swarthy, and you know, talking about the King of Scott, and talk about, you know, how they, you know, swarthy people. Like, man, that's us, man. You know.
Yeah, that's all you see in them old books. And That was why I had a whole argument with brothers about the so-called Native Americans being these Mongoloids being Israelites. Like, what I mean? I don't see that with them, because when I see they connected to, agents from the Far East, and then they all got similar names, and you got like a lot of these Mexicans and agents, they dress alike and they disguise as they pass for each other. Like how we pass as Egyptians and Ethiopians together, they pass as Asians and Mexicans and can change their identity as each other. And I'm like, you can't look at a damn Native American, a Mongoloid Native American. That person can't pass as an Egyptian. It's impossible. I don't see them in the history books as far as dealing with what you would call swarthy people. And even when you look at the people Columbus took, they try to claim that they was like those Mongoloid Native Indians, but one of the brothers that we deal with from the Trumpets of Zion, he was showing the proof that the people Columbus took on a slave ship was Negroes that he had enslaved. That was over on his land, like you saying.
Facts, but see now, but look though, now thing is this though, right? I know the narrative get pushed, that Christopher Columbus had slaves, but Christopher Columbus never had slaves. He was actually helping. He was actually helping those Moors that was with him to find New Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? Like it just seemed like since 70 AD, man, we always be on the run. Like we'd get somewhere, we'd flourish for a while, and then all of a sudden, we just getting our ass kicked somewhere and we running from something. You see what I'm saying? But the men that was with him though, yeah, man, those weren't slaves, bro. They was actually with him. He was helping them escape. He told them about, his mission and things of that nature. And yeah, like, man, this whole slave narrative, like, man, that got to get cast down too. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, man, a lot of our family, like when you like, man, go to your family reunion, bro, and go to the elders, man, and start asking questions, bro. That's what happened to me, man. I found out about my grandfather. Like, I ain't never really knew. Like, he passed when I was maybe like 3 years before I was born. I was born in '83. So he, what I'm saying, he probably passed like 80s, like 79, 80 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I seen my grandmother before she passed. I was probably like 3 years old, when she passed away in our home. Like my family, like my grandfather had bought some land. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. My grandfather had bought a piece of land in Cleveland. Like, we still got a piece of land in Cleveland. You feel me? And so it's like we being tricked out of our inheritance, even though it's not the land of Israel. But today we're being tricked out of our inheritance from what our peoples had here. You see what I'm saying? And
Right.
that's the whole thing about, calling us blacks and all, what I'm saying? Like, they just try to keep us blackballed because they're like, yo, and dumb us down in the school with the education system, you know what I'm saying? To make us believe, oh, we just came over here as slaves. But a lot of us came over here, been over here as freemen. Like, when you look at what a free white man is, a free white man could be any nation. Like what's the brother that came over here back in the 80s? He was an Egyptian or somewhere from Cairo somewhere. He was an Egyptian, a whole black man. But when he came over here, they put him down as white. So a free white man is anyone that partook in those treaties, maritime treaties.
Right.
So a lot of us, like I say, man, a lot of us came over here free, man. We was free people. Like I say, when you reading the book, Jewish Pirates of the Caribbean, you will see that a lot of those Moors that came not only came from Spain, some of them was from Portugal, and some was from either France or Sweden, one of them. Or the Dutch or something, like that's why you got the Dutch, Portugal, and Spanish in Central America. You see what they call Hispaniola and all this, what they call it, Spanish or Latin America. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like we say Latin, you talking about the French, the Dutch. Our people came from these places, bro. Our people came from these places. You know, so everybody that come over here as slaves. And when you also reading the book, now check this out. The book, the Jewish Pirates of the Caribbean, it talks about in the preface, it talks about how when the conquistadors started to come over here, it says what is like, it was like maybe 40 something quote unquote Jewish territories, that was in the West Indies and stuff like that. When the conquistadors came, it said that all the Jews that were there somehow vanished. Like when they came, they was running us out, capturing the people, going, that whole thing with Dan Calloway talking about the Atlantic slave trade in reverse. That's true though, because they wouldn't just, we talk about the slaves, they wouldn't bring them from across the waters, from the east. A lot of them came from quote unquote Latin America. You see what I'm saying? So where all these Jews go? Where all the Jews go? You see? And that's why I bring up my grandfather, because I don't know why I ain't get the full story. Like they was dropping a few pieces here and there, but they left from the islands. I didn't even know that my family came from the West Indies. I didn't even know that. Only thing I knew is that when my family came up here on my pop side, they came from Alabama. That's all I knew. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, where all those Jews go? They was from the Dutch, they was from France, they was from Portugal, from Spain. Where they all go? And that's a mystery. And that's in the archives in the Jamaican Library. I forget the name of the place, but those records is in the Jamaican archives. So yeah, man. We need to cast that down too, man. We need to really sit down with our elders, whoever's left, whoever kept all the pictures, whoever kept all the records, and just ask. Just ask, did we have land? Learn if you had land. I
know my grandfather had a farm in South Carolina.
See what I'm saying?
So I was trying to figure out, about my people down there as well. So like I said, man, I got a big family on each side. So, but I be tracing it back, my dad lineage and where we come from down south. Then my mom, my grandmother, she's not here no more, or my grandfather on my mom's side. So my mom, she, told me, she got Native American Indian on, her side. I think she said Blackfoot. But my mother black, so all my people black. So, and I know they identify some of our people as natives. So, I'm not even for sure about that either.
Yeah, that's like on my mom's side. Like my mom, my grandfather, grandmother, they from Mississippi, Hollow Spring, Mississippi. And my mom told me when I was little, we Blackfoot. And when you look at the Trail of Tears, everybody was leaving from their homes, man. Everybody, gentrification. That's what it was. But yeah, Ox, man, Akim, man, let me get up out of here, man. Thanks for having me on. Peace and blessings to folk. Peace and blessings to everybody in the chat. Shalom Aleichem.
Yeah, anytime, Mike. What's up, bless? Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, family. Let me get out of here because I gotta get up, go to work early in the morning again. Appreciate everybody. As far as Columbus, I don't really know, man, if he was black or not. I've been hearing a lot about that, and I've been doing a little research on that. But I'm further researching the whole thing about Columbus because, like I said, the Lord said, in the end days, knowledge shall increase. And as far as for myself, I'm not being ignorant on anything. I'm not, just because somebody say something don't mean I won't look into it anymore. I got to see the proof and the evidence for myself. So it takes me a while. That's why I've been hearing about this for maybe about 4 or 5 months now. As far as Columbus could have been a black man. And actually, I've been checking out a lot of these Aboriginals teachings and looking into some of the information they've been bringing out. Don't mean I believe it all, but I've been doing it for the fact that I just want to know some other sources of stuff that went on, because I just feel like, we missing other pieces to the puzzle, and we can rely on the scriptures, but just knowing history is important, because as far as what I know I don't know all the truth on history and things I've been told, and some stuff just got like missing pieces. So I've been checking out a lot of those brothers' information as well, and what they bringing out. I think it's better that way. It's brothers not being ignorant to other sources and things that possibly could have happened, because it's like I said, it's truth in all books, truth in a lot of things. It's just when you turn your ear from it, I feel like you kind of making yourself weak in many ways, sharpening up your sword. So I believe what I believe. I stand on what I stand on, but I'm not going to be ignorant to information, because some information could help. Now, like I said, I know I got Native Indian in my family. My mom told me, but my people, they Negroes. They not Mongoloid or look Asian looking, nothing like that. But anyway, family, I appreciate y'all. We up out of here. Elder Qanath, you still there? All right, Elder Qanath might be asleep. So shalom to everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in to F.O.P.E. Civil War. People for Edification. All the guests that came on. King Judah, big salute. Shalom to the whole F.O.P.E. CUC family. Shalom to the Willie Bullies. Brother Rashad in the building. Most High bless everybody who came out. All the mods. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I ain't even gonna play no music. I'm ready to go sleep. I gotta get up early. Shalom, family. Shalom. Grace and peace.